never happens. Remember that you can do anything you want. You can do anything you want.
Mind a little rain on my suit. A little bit of anger makes you cute. And we've been watching this show so long, but it feels like everything that we wrote went back into the pen we used. It won't take long, even when I'm without you, when I'm without you, babe. So listen up and play along. And that's how time flies, like we on a different timeline. Tell me that you're here and feeling down for anything. Oh, I'm down for anything. It's fine line that we keep on walking all night. Tell me that you're here and feeling down for anything. Oh, I'm down for anything. Down, 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 if we can keep it. Down, 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 if we can keep it. Down, down, down. Oh, I'm down for anything. Down, 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 if we can keep it. Down, 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 if we can keep it. For anything, yeah, we can make a mess inside this booth. You're taking me to places old and new, sweeter sound than our favorite song. And it feels like every time that it comes on, we just roll on till the day's done and the lights gone. And it won't take long, even when I'm without you, when I'm without you, babe. So listen up and play along, yeah. And that's how time flies, like we on a different timeline. Tell me that you're here and feeling down for anything. Oh, I'm down for anything. This fine line that we keep on walking all night. Tell me that you're here and feeling down for anything. Oh, I'm down for anything. Down, 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 if we can keep it. Down, 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 if we can keep it. Down, down, down. Oh, I'm down for anything.
Oh, so suddenly you're poison the air I breathe. But if you don't hate me, then why would you break me? Feel it in my bones, I'm about to lose control. Only so much I'm taking, so get yourself to safety. Cause baby, a storm is coming. You better heed the warning, pray. Don't stay, run away, 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 away. Feel how the rain is pouring. I'm a jet like a hurricane. Don't stay, run away, 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 away. Feel how the rain is pouring. I'm at you like a hurricane. Don't stay. Away, 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 away.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Blast R6 Open Major Qualifiers, Stage 2 EU. This is the second qualifier of the 3 open ones available to us, and we are kicking off the round of 128 or 64. I honestly cannot remember between, if I'm being honest. We will see. Hold on, give me 3 seconds. We are actually straight into the round of 64 because we have just a couple over 64 teams playing. So there's a couple of teams, bless them, that have to play round of 128. We're straight into round 64. ITBA, Bon.Voyage, both got a bye game in round 128. So we're straight into the round 64 between ITB Academy and Bon.Voyage. These two teams, of course, we watched ITB Academy last week. It was a bit of a slow start for them, but they pulled it out of the bag in the end and went on to do decently in the qualifiers. Of course, if you weren't here last week, give you a quick overview of the qualifiers, how the band phase works. So, EU Open Qualifiers, they work fairly simply. Any team can sign up, you can grab a 5-stack of friends, or you can be an academy team from a Pro League roster, such as... Hold on, we're responding to the players as they're having a bit of a chit-chat. This is a really chatty lobby, unusually. I feel like there's a bit of friendship between these players going on, if I'm being honest. I think I have seen a lot of the players of Bon.Voyage hanging around with ITBA. So, it should be a good game, hopefully. Of course, as we said, ITBA, they had a bit of a slower start on their continent last week, but then pulled it out of the bag. So, let's actually talk back about the whole bracket. So, any team can go on and sign up for it. You can get a 5-stack Pro League Academy team, such as ITBA, and you can just come in, play, and see how you fare. The top 32 teams of each week, they're going to get points. It's a single elimination bracket. You lose once you're out of the competition for the week. Simple, easy, and that's how it is. ITB Academy got some points last week. I don't remember seeing Bon.Voyage last week, though there were 32 teams that got points, so please forgive me for not remembering every single one of them off the top of my head. No, we're on Clubhouse today, kicking it off. Who doesn't love a bit of Clubhouse? It's nice, it's simple, it's everything you love. And, of course, it's basement Clubhouse. Standard. Bog standard. And, to be fair, it's what you see a lot of in these qualifiers. You see these sort of bog standard setups. You see these... You don't see anything totally outrageous. Shmari. Vigil on the Bosch team. Now, that's something that's become quite popular lately. It tended to be not a lot of... There wasn't a lot of player to Vigil or the Bosch G sort of before the new season, and sort of after Manchester Major. Well, we're getting a lot of Bosch Gs, we're getting a lot of Visuals, and as a result, we're getting a lot of lovely clips out of it.
10 seconds left.
Nothing too out of the ordinary, of course, ITBA. Just setting up their drones in all the little spots. Going to expose them all for everyone here. And, well, Denster seems to be on a bit of a...
Locate a bomb and defuse it.
We've got Denster and Coded on the deep roam. Coded, oh, he's going for a spawn peek and not Shmari. Let's see if Coded can pick up anything. He's going to see the feet of one, but no, he's not quite able to get anything. Denster had a bit of an attempt as well, but no luck on that. Coded, he's going for it a second time. He's going to see it, the back again, but not going to be able to get anything. Father Drone's going in, and I don't know if that's the right place to be doing it. Oh, very lucky to escape with his life there. Denster's playing close on the doorway there. It's going to be a bit of an engagement between these two to kick things off here on Clubhouse. Very quick opening there. CCTV walls getting right open and Coded. Does he know about the player in strip? Yeah. No, he doesn't, but he wins the gunfight. Heavy's the first one to drop. Father over elsewhere. Bit of a contestant on secret, and now ITBA, well, they've lost the first pick, and they're going to just be trying to get map control. That's first point of call. Rorik, he's able to drop Shmari on the Vigil. Scremps. There we go. Rastin's position's known, and he's going to get caught out there by Ryden. Beautiful shot, beautiful play from him. And ITBA, well, they lost the initial engagement, but they worked themselves out in a numbers advantage. Of course, Rorik, he's on lower HP, so he's not quite going to be able to... And, well, Coded. Double kill, drops Suava, and man count equalises once more. As I was saying, Rourke, he's a lower HP, so he can definitely put up a fight, but so's Coded now. So I'd say we're fairly even. Very quick opening round here. We're only a minute 20 in, and we've already seen a lot of players drop. We've only got 6 left in the lobby. We'll see how things pan out as ITBA just look to continue to secure the rest of the map. Denster's the only one left on the roam here, and he's fighting a very long angle and decides to drop off. Better off that. He's not going to win the gunfight like that distance with the MPX. That thing could be a bit of a pea shooter at times when you've got a Akari staring down you on the other side with the AK-12 in hand. Ain't going to happen. All players of Bon.Voyage are now falling down to the basement. Just over a minute left on the clock, and still plenty of time for them to play with. ITBA, they're going to look to use all the hard breach, get the hatches open. Kaid obviously was one of our bans, if you didn't notice, so those hatches are going to be fairly easily opened, and you can see it, right. He's going to get his way into kitchen and getting rid of those hatches. The rest of the players of ITBA, they're just working around the map now, just deciding the next pros. Rorik, he's going to be looking for those Valkyrie cameras, those black eye cameras, see if he can spot anything and get rid of anything. Bit of vertical work here as well. Just trying to constrict the players of Bon.Voyage and limit their movement. And so he's hiding down in a corner, tucked away. Scrumps and Cody, well, they're contesting Blue and Church. And it's a C4 from Denster, who's able to get one to ride. Now it's just Akari, Rorik, left in numbers disadvantage. Looking for a camera, but there's nothing there. That was just a lucky throw. And Rorik, he's blocked out by the fire. He can't go anywhere near that. He's got 7 HP left. It's all really on Akari to do something here. He's got to try and push in, and he's got to try and make this happen. Players of Bon.Voyage, they're just going to hold their positions. They know they can. And just like that, Bon.Voyage secure the first round against ITBA. And we have our first round on the board. Just like that. And there we are. Well, he's just having a quick bit of a chit-chat in the admin. So it was a very, very quick round there, Bon.Voyage. Lots of aggressive play from them early on. Lots of spawn peaks as well. A lot of confidence shown, as I said. I think when these players, they seem to know each other quite a bit. And I think, in a way, that can influence the way you play almost. When you're playing, obviously, you're playing against people, you know, you want to flare off and you want to show off a little bit in a way. But of course, these players ain't going to let that get in the way. They're better than that. They're going to play him well. Shmari, we're seeing mostly the same pick this time. Of course, Scrumps pulling out the mirror this time. And well, for ITBA, swapping around the hard breach a bit, passing the tools around, and we're actually going to be seeing Flores come out instead, which is a good pick, especially for getting rid of those bandit batteries. And now there's no Thatcher on the board either, so you're going to need to use some sort of utility to get rid of those. So we'll see where he can go here. Coded, he's going for something. He's just waiting. He's waiting, he's holding, he's going to be going out, and he's going to be able to get the spawn kill onto Rorik. A lovely start to opening round. And ITB for a second time, they're going to lose the opening pick, which isn't exactly what you're going to want if you're them. Of course, we often see a more defender-favoured game when you're talking Clubhouse at this level. It can be slightly defender-favoured. But ideally, if you're looking at this from an attacking POV, you're going to be wanting to at least equalise this half here. And that's going to be the goal for ITBA. But flashback to last week. It was a bit of a slower start from them. They did really, really struggle. And well, we've not really been paying too much attention to it. But if we look here to the CCTV ball, that's been opened up quite early on with the help of the Maverick and the Flores. Beautiful little tag team work there from Akari and Raiden. Well, I was just watching one angle, and well, compared to last time, we've got a lot more players in the lobby at this point in the round. Still 2 minutes on the board, and we've only lost one player. Shmari, he gets dropped by Raiden. Totally taken off there from the lobby on the angle. I believe that was onto Rafters. And well, we're seeing a bit of a run out from Rastin. And then he's going to run away and retreat. Coded, he's getting ready for something. Very, very aggressive game. A lot of run outs so far, and definitely keeping ITBA on their toes. Well, makes his way into garage. Heavy. Also through the front door. And well, ITBA, we're getting there. They're taking a decent amount of control there. Scrumps is pushing up on the mirror, and Heavy takes down Denster. Bon.Voyage now find themselves in a numbers disadvantage. There's a good pick from them. ITBA. Map control-wise, we're getting there. They're getting there. They need to try and force this player out of cash. They've got both Scrumpula and Rastin tucked away in cash. And how long do they want to hold these positions out? That is the question. Rastin seems like he's going to fall back, and Scrumps thinks better of it as well. That side of the map is near enough forfeited now, except the Logi position. Did forget, there's a mirror in Logi, and I believe it, 95% sure it's still up. Nope, there was never a mirror in Logi. I'm going there is a mirror, it's just facing the other wall. So, it's going to be Rastin here to play this Logi position. All players of ITBA are on that side of the map now, so it's all on Rastin to hold them off. 40 seconds now, he's going to take a gunfight with Akari to take a bit of chip damage in the process, both of them, but not going to be enough to confirm a kill from either side. Coda, I'm expecting a run out any second here, and I've got I've got a feeling Akari's got the same feeling. Maybe going... No, this is going to be player thinking about the run out, but no, Cody said he's going to hide in sight and just play it down. Flashbang's going to be going in. That's going to force Cody to fall back elsewhere. Rastin, he gets a kill onto Heavy. And well, Bon.Voyage have basically all but been forced out of sight so far. C4's going to go. Is it going to be able to connect? Yes, it is. Huava drops with the diffuser as well. No, diffuser's down. Ryden, he's putting the diffuser down. It's not going to be able to get planted. Akari, he's locked outside. 2 seconds, 15 HP. It's not going to be enough. And Bon.Voyage secured themselves a second round, looking just as strong as the first. Not quite as fast-paced there as the opening for the initial one was, but certainly a good round for them nonetheless. ITBA struggling a bit slightly. Of course, it's the tertiary site now for Bon.Voyage, so it may be an opportunity for ITBA to try and get around on the board. Remember, you know, they don't want to keep harping on it, but we did flash back to last week where we ended up with a position of ITBA. They had a very, very slow start in a similar fashion on Consulate. It was they started on Consulate 3-0 down on the attack, not having not the best way to start a game, of course. However, by the end of it, they won that one 5-7, I believe. Having a really, really strong second half to their attack, and then having a near enough impenetrable defense. Really, really good stuff from them. And well, the scoreline might look a bit bleak, say in a minute, but it's certainly not over yet. Well, Bon.Voyage opt into their tertiary site. This time it seems like we're going to be going for the mirror. Having a bit of a... Right, we could be using the mirror or the bandit, or we could be using a bit of both. That's the question. Coded, he's having a brilliant game so far. We flash our eyes to the scoreboard here. He is currently going 6-0. Really good. I mean, that's off those really aggressive spawn pills. There's really aggressive plays early on in these rounds. And the ITBA, well, let's see how they approach this one. I think we're going to be trying a similar approach to before, what we had with the Maverick. Do have the Ash on the board. Mirror window's going to be punched out, and well, it can make the Maverick difficult. If you drop that mirror window there on site, it can definitely make it hard to play. Scrumch and Shmari, they're both playing. Oh, he just misses it narrowly with the DMR. Question is he going to go for a C4? Yes, he is. I don't think it's going to be enough to connect anything. No, it's not going to be quite. ITBA there. Escape a bit of an arrow death there. Denster. Ryden gets dropped, and well, Rastin, he's going for a run out. He's getting cheeky there. Not quite able to get anything, but he is able to get away with his life. Now, we know that SMG-11 purrs. That thing sings. It is an amazing weapon. And well, you'd not want to be on the face of run out. Coded, he's gone for quite a deep roam here. He's very, very far away from sight, looking for a flank. And well, Scrumps, he's got a lovely little angle. There's something synonymous here about, and well, Shmari, this is amazing. Use the 2-brow to deny the Car-1 Hive's intel, and then uses it to slip away. His position will definitely be known, but it won't be quite enough to get any kills out of it. Rorik, well, he's taking a bit of a gunfight here with the player below. Obviously, Coded now. His goal is, but I think he's trying to get away with his life here. He knows there's one. He knows Heavy's sitting there in kitchen. It's just a case of C4's going to be ripped. It's going to be tossed. It's going to be a bit of a swing, and it's just waiting. Heavy's just waiting for Coded to try and push, and then he's going to punish. It's the Vector and the AK-12, two of the best weapons in the game. And well, Coded, he's called for a bit of support here from Shmari. They're both now tag teaming this, so even if they're not quite able to get the win, they can trade up. But just as we say that, it's actually going to be, I think it's going to be Rorik trying to make support in, and no. Instead, I think Heavy's he's going to go for a bit of a flank, bit of round, but he's not going to be able to catch anyone off guard. Bit of a spray, and well, ITBA, it's slowed down a little bit now. Minute on the clock, numbers disadvantage. Bon.Voyage, well, they're looking good so far. Really strong defense. He's not giving up anything until they have to, and Akari. Nice shot. Nice shot there onto the player playing close to the wall on the Ash. At R4C with that ACOG. That thing, that's terrified of that thing coming back into the game. And well, it's back. It's definitely pausing punishment. It will be nerfed, obviously, by the time the next patch comes around. And well, instead we're using these hard breaches. We're using them to get rid of these keeper barriers elsewhere. Rorik gets Denster, but it's immediately dropped. And suddenly, scoreboard completely flips around. Man count wise, ITBA now find themselves in advantage. It's Coded and Rastin left on site, 20 seconds on the clock. So ITBA, they're going to have to push, and they're going to have to do it quickly. And well, they might not need to push at all. Rorik gets the kill. Rastin, he gets one. 15 seconds. He could play the time here. He could hold this off. One's downstairs, quickly pushing up. He just needs to isolate these 1v1s. He's able to bring Huava down to a sliver of HP. And it's actually the Bandit battery to down him. Rorik, Rastin left in a 1 versus 1. And I think Bon.Voyage, no, they're not able to get away with it. Rorik runs round with the Bailiff. ITBA locked themselves down around there, just through the skin of their teeth. And well, that was exciting. But then that was ITBA there. It was a bit slow. I think that is the concern. Took them a while, but they pulled it out. They won. They got a round on the board for a hero play from Rorik there. Brilliant, brilliant stuff, of course. Now, as we look to the second half of the half, our second quarter, I suppose. Site rotations round, and we are back in the basement objective. So let's see exactly what Bon.Voyage are cooking up for this one. Pretty similar lineup to what we had before. This is exactly what we've seen from them in previous. Start the game off. Nothing too crazy different. Of course, Kaid is banned off, which I think really will impact how you're going to be playing this basement site, because you can't rely on those hatches being stayed shut. And well, you look to the side of ITBA, there's a blitz. There's a blitz and an Ash on the board. Something tells me this round is going to be going fast. Last time this site was played out, we had 6 people left in the lobby by about halfway through the round. It was very, very quick. So when you look to the side of ITBA, are they expecting a similar aggressive play from Bon.Voyage, and do they want to respond to that aggression? And well, I think they're responding to aggression with aggression. We may be back in 2022. Think LMG is out on the board. And, well, Cody's going to hear him on the default cams, and here we go. Maybe in luck for another spawn peek. He's going to open it, not able to find anything. Runs away. You going to go for another go at it from secret? Possibly not. And here comes the first Adrenal Surge. Blitz. Catapulting in there, and well, it's coded. He's not able to do much against that. He drops immediately, and the rush of ITBA is off to a really, really good start. Goomine does go in foot, but it's not going to be enough to sell. The players in tunnel, they're held off by the Goyo canister for a few minutes, and they're aware of the flank. Rorik gets killed, but they're just exploding on site ITBA. The flank, it means naught. ITBA are stealing this round, running away with it. 3 versus 1, and we're a minute in. It's all down to Denster, and there's a blitz in his face, and I don't think he's going to be able to survive it for very long. No, he's not. ITBA, 2 apiece now. Just like that, they respond to aggression with aggression. And, well, just like that, they're able to get themselves a second round on the board, and all things are equal in the lobby. As it stands, Coded, well, he got 6 kills in the first round, so he only got 1 kill over the last few rounds. Players of Bon.Voyage all doing really, really good job. However, we want to really look at Scrump, Shmari, and Heavy. Not having the best of starts to the game so far, but it's the first game of the day. Takes time to warm up into things. Doesn't really matter your personal performance as long as you and your team can walk away with the win. I don't really think it's a whole big deal. You can progress to the next few rounds. Yeah, when you are in these open qualifiers, they are a single elimination bracket, so if you do lose, that is it for the week. And well, you've only got 3 weeks to prove yourself to enter the top 16 and enter that oh so crucial Swiss phase. So when we look at these teams, we're going to be thinking, right, they're going to be wanting to win this. ITBA obviously definitely had a good performance last week. I don't think it was quite the performance they want. I believe they got knocked out in the round of 16. I believe it was last week.
10 seconds to go.
So they're going to be wanting to be going a bit further this week. Bon.Voyage, I can't remember seeing them, but we had 69 teams. Nice. Confirmed for this tournament this week. So we've got 69 teams playing across the entire thing. So let's bring ourselves back to the game on hand. ITBA, Bon.Voyage, round 5. Penultimate round of the half. Who's going to win it? Who's going to be able to take the lead? ITB looking to secure their first lead for the round. Of course, started in the 0-2 deficit. Not what you want. Rorik has got a really quick entry into basement down here. And it's actually going to be Denster in Oil Pit with a C4, and I don't know if he knows. I don't know if he knows about the player. Or does Rorik not know about him? This could be dangerous here. If Rorik falls, there's a bit of a drone, and Denster, he doesn't know if his position's been made. I don't, but it hasn't because the drone was above. Rorik doesn't know about the player on the flank, and well, Denster, if he can find him, he can get a really nice freebie here. Now we'll keep an eye on that as they're creeping ever so slowly towards each other. But I think as Denster wants to try and make a move, his position is going to be left unknown for now. Elsewhere on the map, we're seeing Casual getting open. It's the classic, it's the Maverick trick we've been seeing all game there. Bandit battery's gone, and we're just going to opt to use the ace charge to get it open instead. Upstairs, well, Rastin's holding it close and Denster. He's still creeping ever so slightly close to Rorik, and he's going to know Rorik's there now. And Rorik, he was ready for the flank. Double kill for him. Really, really good opening for the round there for ITB Academy. Bon.Voyage left in a 3 versus 5. Plenty of opportunity to contest this still, but with a minute 20 on the clock. And to be fair, most of the east side of the map under the control of ITBA. it's looking less and less likely as time ticks on. Bon.Voyage going to have to pull some magic here. And Rastin, well, he's on a really aggressive angle. Coded is on the flank below. He's got impact grenades in pockets, so could play some work on the vertical. But Rastin, his position's being found out. He's going to struggle to hold on to this one here. And well, Coded drops elsewhere. Rorik is on a triple kill. C4's going to go out. Not quite going to be able to catch anything off that one. And well, Screms, he's still holding on this top floor position here, holding strong. He knows he needs to burn more time before he can fall back if he wants to keep his team with a chance in this round. Cross is being held by Rastin. Oh, that's a beautiful shot there onto Ryden. Can he make it too? Not quite sure. Not just yet. Well, there you go. Heavy gets the kill, and now it's left Scrempula. One versus 4. Can he make it happen? Selma Charger's going to be going in, and Rorik, he's just taking shots. He wants that 4th kill for this round. Just shy of double digits, but no, instead it's going to be Akari to get the kill on Scrempula, and well, ITBA, they secured themselves a lead now. They're able to get the lead, and as we go into the final round of this half, it's the question of will Bon.Voyage end this half 3 apiece, or are ITBA going to be able to take the lead? And this time round, we're going to be headed back to basement. Of course, ITBA won it last time played, so Bon.Voyage can head right back down there, give it another shot. I think they're going to be a bit more wary of the rush this time. The operator lineup certainly seems a bit indicative of that. Frost and Elysian on the board. I think they're wary of the rush. They're not going to let that happen to them twice. And I'd be very surprised if ITBA tried to pull the same card twice. Otherwise, it's a fairly similar lineup to what we've been seeing so far from Bon.Voyage. Hatchet is going to be done. It's the standard. It's very standard setup, just obviously a bit more centric about denying these rushes, making sure no one can get away with them. But let's see what we're doing elsewhere. Drones are going into the building, traps are set up, and well, we are ready for our final round and a half. Little frost mat in the corner there. With Scramps, and well, site's ready. Three players are upstairs. Shamari, Denster. Anyone going to be going for a spawn peek this time around? It seems like Coded may well be going for that again. No, he's just going to be holding still. Shamari, Bostri, here we go. Could be getting ready for something here. Just getting ready to see if anything can happen. Coded, he's holding an angle. And he might just be waiting for the word to come out, and no. Not quite. You thought he was lined up there from the outlines, but there is a big concrete wall in the way, and that's not going to be able to make anything happen. Coded, can he get a kill from this position? He's going to see one run past them. No. Not going to be able to make anything work, so instead going to opt away. CTTV wall's going to be open. Shamari's going to be falling away. ITB Academy, well, I'm making very, very quick work of this. So, Guava's already in gym, trying to catch any players trying to flee down the bar. Stairs, beautiful, beautiful angle there. Kitchen's getting opened up, and well, there you go. Guava just does just as said. Shamari drops trying to flee, and ITB Academy, they open up the round with a kill in their name. Let's see what happens next. Drone's going to be catching out Denster's position, and he's going to have to fight off quite a few of them, or he can opt to fall back to site. There is one prone there. There's one prone there in stock, and it's Rorik. He's going to be able to get a kill. Elsewhere, however, gets another kill for himself. Just watching that angle yet again, I believe, and well, Bon.Voyage, it's not looking pretty for them. 2 versus 5, minute and a half still to go. Scrempula currently dropping a donut. Not the best of halves it's been for him. Coded, he had a really, really strong start to the half, and it's not been so successful since, but this flank could make things happen. Got to be aware of these K1 hives, though, because his position gets made, and well, he's very, very pickled if he does. Scrempula's got to hold strong on site. As soon as this K1 hive dips, I think Coded is going to make his move. And is Rorik ready? Does Rorik? No. No, there's not. But look, Coded, he's waiting for the K1 hives to go, and sure, they've gone now, but the players of ITB Academy, they're in sight. He does have intel onto one, but and it's going to be a bit of a straight fight. He's able to drop Rorik, get the kill onto it, but then it's going to be heavy to trade it out. ITB Academy secured themselves a 4-2 half, and well, we're seeing almost a bit of a repeat of the Consulate we saw last week. A bit of a slow start from ITB Academy on their attacking half, and well, then as soon as they get their foot in the game, as soon as they feel they've settled in, it's just all stations go. 4 brilliant rounds from them consecutively as well to take themselves over the line. And now they swap onto the defensive side, and we're going to be kicking things off with basement. Let's see. Let's see how these things look. We're seeing the Malusi on the board. Not so many traps. We saw a lot of traps on the lineup of Bon.Voyage there, just wary of another rush from ITBA. It didn't really matter though. Good pressure constantly from ITB on higher floors. really nullified that quick roam game, and well, Bon.Voyage weren't able to hold on to that roam for long, and the site players just sort of crumbled after that. Really great start from ITBA, and well, they're now happy. They're sitting in the driving seat now. They get to go into the defensive, which you could argue is the favoured side here as well. So they're going to be more than happy with that one. As we get here into round 7, first round of our half. Proxy alarms going out, everything ready. Question is, are we going to be seeing any spawn peaks? Because we saw quite a few attempts at spawn peaks from the side of Bon.Voyage. I don't know if we're quite going to be seeing the same from ITBA. Instead, opted to play a bit more of a safer game, I think. Just waiting. They're just going to wait for Bon.Voyage to come to them, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Rorik, he's going to get an opening pick straight onto Denster and get him and his team in a numbers advantage. That was that a long angle onto Stock, I believe that player dropped from? That was, well, that was a very, very quick opening. We might have another engagement on our hands here. Does Scremps know about Hebby? Yes, he does. Hebby drops, and 4 apiece now. Scremps, he's making his way down the stairs. First kill for him on the game. Tunnel's going to be getting opened. And well, just a good amount of pressure going across the map now. Bon.Voyage, they're creeping their way towards the site. I think we see a bit of a heavy execute here, but they're cautious. They're cautious of this bar area because there is still one upstairs. It's going to be Akari and Ryden, both chilling upstairs, watching vertical angles, and someone from Bon.Voyage is likely going to have to go up and do something about them. I'm sure they know. Surely they do know about them by this point, because if they don't, it's going to be severely problematic. And well, Ryden could find himself a freebie. I don't know if he quite saw that. Ryden could be in for himself a freebie. He just holds the trigger. No, he's going to give away his position on the drone, but it's not going to actually be known. Coda takes a bit of damage, not quite enough to be able to end anything. And Kitchen Hatch, well, we're going to be seeing a bit of work there on Kitchen Hatch done. No, that was the hatch. That was the Logic Hatch, actually. Above, I believe it was. Likely signaling to Ryden that he's going to have to fall away from his position here. He could have a good opportunity for a flank here. Akari watching the same angle. Watching the same angle that his teammate watched before. Got a lot of kills of it. Why the hell not? Huawei's position's known. And it's going to be Ryden. He's instead going to be opting the flank. The comms likely come out, and well, he's going to be going for a bit of a long flank here onto the player's pressuring. Huawei, he's going to be going for a bit of a spray. But here comes the Candelas. Here comes not a push just yet. Utility gets thrown in. Huawei's able to fall back and escape with his life. And Ryden, well, I don't know if they know about the flank. He can just hold here. First Candela's going to go, and they don't know. He's able to get one for his trouble. Shmari drops, Rastin drops, and well, it's Rastin left one versus 4 now. Banshee's going to give away his position. Ryder's going to clear it out. And ITBA 5 rounds in a row, just like that. What looked like an ever so promising start for Bon.Voyage is very, very quickly slipping away from them. And now, well, it's going to be ITBA in an advantage, continuing their streak of winning, and they're going to be looking to defend Cash CCTV for their second attempt on the defense. A really strong start for them, so I don't see there'd be any concern. We're obviously going to be seeing the mirror trick on the CCTV wall. Well, while we get Breakfast on the way, looking at the scoreboard again, Rorik, he's having a great game, 11-3 currently. Kari not far behind on 7-2, and well, you look to the side of Bon.Voyage. Cody is having an absolute brilliant start. Rastin also been picking up a lot of kills, but the other 3 members of the team, they've got 3 kills between them. Not what you want to see, and it's, you know, they're not able to get rounds on the line. The intel there, I wouldn't say it was weak, it was just a very, very well done flank there for Blue. Ryden, it all sort of fell apart at that point. Well, let's see if history repeats itself here. He and the Deimos brought out for the first time. Romus were causing quite a problem for Bon.Voyage last time, so I think it's a good adaptation to bring it out this time. Up to bring the Deimos out, of course. If you're new to Siege, any of the identified defenders, Deimos can mark them there. You can see he's got 3 options on the left, the Jaeger, the Azami, and the Mirror. He can mark them. They know his position, but he will also know theirs. Basically, it's a cowboy duel, hence the revolver. Very fun operator and very, very effective. CCTV wall, well, it's going to be made quick work of. And Bon.Voyage, they're quickly circling the building. Question is, they need to get in and see about dealing with any roamers. You've got got 2 of them here. Got Rorik. He's playing deep in. And well, Candela's not going to affect him. He's going to catch Denster with 1 in hand. He's going to be able to get 2 from it, blind in his troubles, and still able to get away from it. Elsewhere, Ryden gets 1. Well, ITBA, they seem almost destined here to push themselves onto match point. It's 5 versus 2. And Coded, I think he just... Did he just turn his back to a player? I'm not quite sure if he did. Shmari's still stuck out of the building. Coded is in. This is his best chance. But, well, there's a mirror window watching red. He's going to have a very difficult time pushing this. C4's going to go. Not quite going to be able to connect, but definitely going to do a sum on his HP pool. And now, we can just... ITVA, they're doing exactly what they should be doing in this situation. Sitting, waiting, and waiting for Bon.Voyage to come to them. Half the round still to go. And Coded is instead going to be opting for a bit of a different position. Shmari falls, and now it's just Coded, left 1 versus 5. Surely this is a done deal. He gets 1. Gets 1 onto Heavy for his trouble. But then, of course, comes the question, is he able to get more than that? ITBA, they don't want to give him anything. They're just waiting. Patiently waiting. Keeler Barrier is going to lock off that window, lock off that entryway. Coded, he's opting to push into there, and he's able to get 2. 1 versus 3. Minutes still on the clock, but now here comes the hardest part of this entire thing. The mirror window. Toxic Babes. There's a lot of utility there, and rightfully so. He's running off. He doesn't want to do any more with that. He's going off. Keeper Barrier just about going to be taken out, and it's the question for Coded now. Not much is open. He doesn't have a lot of options here. He still does have 50 seconds. But ITBA, they're just going to have to play this slowly and not give him any more 1v1s. If you give Coded more 1v1s, he will no doubt take them. And well, 10 and 5 for the good. I think he's got a fair chance. It's just assessing, but the more time you spend assessing your position, there's not great drone work networks. You can see down there in the bottom right, every single member of Bon.Voyage is left watching Coded. Don't think there's many drones on the board. There are no active drones. Almost able to catch a Ryden there, but it's almost definitely a crossfire. Is this the position he wants to push? Probably not, but I don't think he's got much time, and it's going to be Huava to close it off there. ITBA getting themselves around 6 consecutive ones now, and they also get themselves 4 opportunities at a match point. And sure, they'll be going to their tertiary site now, ITBA, but these defences have looked strong. They've looked solid from them. I don't really think it's going to be too much of a problem for them to be able to close things out here on Clubhouse, and they're going to be progressing on to the round of 32. Pause. There, no. Pause. Shit. Oops. Pause. Pause.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Right, we're going to have a quick pause and a quick rehost then, I suppose. We're going for a rehost. Okay. Never mind, we're all good. We are all good then. Apologies for that one. I was tabbed out writing notes on my sheet. Now I need to learn. It's buttons. A lot of buttons. Do apologise. Still new to this. So we're instead just going to be opting here for cash. Not cash. Nothing thrown. Let's reset. Let's get back into this. So master bedroom defense, ITBA, is their tertiary site, but it's not going to be quite enough for them.
5 seconds to go.
Instead,
Changing mag.
ITBA, well, they're strong. They're feeling confident with this, I think. Benry is coming out on the board for the first time. It's not crazy operator lineup, nothing insane. However, it's certainly going to be a good round for them, with any luck. Bon.Voyage, they're opting for the Blitz. I think something fast is going to come out here. You've got Blitz, Ash, and a Ying on the board, which definitely indicates we're going to be going for a fast execution. The question is when and where do they pull it? CCTV wall is going to be the starting point, and well, we might have a bit of an early duel here between Ryden and Shmari. Nothing's happened just quite yet, and well, elsewhere, Rastin, here comes the Blitz. Well, the CCTV walls are distractions. Shmari's able to mop up the kills, and ITBA, well, they've been played there. Great job from Bon.Voyage. Able to get the CCTV wall open, get the players focusing on it, and then they push up from red stairs with the Blitz, able to get 2 of the players for their trouble and get themselves heavily into the numbers advantage within a minute of the round. Rocky's stuck downstairs on the roam still. Could make something happen from there, and just as I say that, yes he does. C4 goes out onto Shmari and drops him. And well, it's 4 versus 3 now. Both players you consider to be on the rush are on low HP, and well, Huava's going to drop, Rorik's going to drop, and just as I was saying, ITBA may have a chance here. It doesn't quite seem that's going to be the case. Rorik's going to get one. Candela's going to go out, and it is going to blind him. C4's been used earlier in the round. Great effect, mind you, but it's not going to be able to make a difference here
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
in this last situation. He does. Where does Rorik look? He's got players at every single angle, and he's not going to be able to get any of them. Scremps. He takes it, and Bon.Voyage get themselves around time, stop the momentum for it. And well, ITBA, they've still got 3 more opportunities at match point. So we're just going to wait here and see what goes on. We're opting to go back to the basement. See if anything else could happen. Of course, this is ITBA's strong side now. This is going to be a hard one for Bon.Voyage to crack, but the fast and aggressive just worked for them well. So there's a good opportunity for them to make it happen again. Oh, it didn't quite work so well for them last time, so they might be trying it again, or we might be seeing something different on the lineup. Very, very different operator lineup here. Forfeiting all dedicated hard breach operators. They'll be getting the can openers on the board, which will be a new one. Oh, not a new one, rather, but certainly a bit of a different one. Not what we're used to seeing here. I can tell you that as we get onto our final.
10 seconds to go.
As we hit double digits on the round count now. Round 10. ITBA. The story is the same as it was last week. A slightly slower start, but they're playing well. But they've been playing well. They've been able to bring back 6 consecutive rounds, and well, losing one, I don't think it's the end of the world. But it's certainly, it might put a bit of a stop in your momentum, and we'll be able to see if Bon.Voyage are able to capitalise on it. And well, that's a big problem. Your Ying, very crucial part of your rush, gone just like that. Blitz is down as well, and well, things are a bit scrappy so far. Very, very aggressive start. Familiar with round 1. And ITBA. C4 is going to be ripped. It's going to be tossed. Not quite able to get anyone, but certainly there's a lot of players there concerned. What the Bon.Voyage opt to do? They know where there's a lot of these ITBA players upstairs, and well, it's going to be a Curry and Raiden to hold it off. They see the blitz. A bit of a duel between these two. Rustin, he's going 7 and 8. He's going to take a bit of damage. Instead, falls off right. Raiden, he does drop. Rust is able to get one, and it's a flank here from Rorik, doing absolute bits this round. Double kill for him, and Shmari, well, he's got a double kill of his own, but he's got to get another double kill if he wants to keep his team in the game now. Surely all the players of ITBA, they're just going to fall back to site, wait him out, play a crossfire, and Shmari, he's going to be looking to do the opposite of that. Is that diffuser all the way over in diffuser is all the way over in spawn? How wonderful. So instead, Shmari's going to have to find his way down the staircase, and he's going to have to get not 1 but 2 of his opponents. He's got a minute and a half to do it, plenty of time, but with his position given away by both the Banshee and the camera, they know he's going to be going into Moto. They can just set up a nice little cross. Rorik, he's tucked away in the site, however, going to be going for the door, and well, Shmari, he's going to have to make something happen. He's going to have to make something happen. Kari, already hit him with the GG now. And if anything, that's fuel under the fire there, as we see some literal fire. Bit of back and forth in between chat. Don't believe in Jeff Clutch. We believe in a Shmari clutch here. I think on the cast this can happen. We can go to round 11. Not a lot of options left for Shmari, but I reckon. But he's just trying to isolate it, and really it's a case of ITBA. They shouldn't be giving this away. Shmari, he doesn't know where the players are. And that's going to be his Achilles heel. Rorik's going to close it out. Well, the early GG was just right. ITBA, they are able to get themselves the game. 7-3. Wonderful job from them. And now, well, there we are. ITBA with the win. A beautiful job from them. And they move on to the next phase in this competition. Of course, for Bon.Voyage, that is going to be it for today. Knocked out in the round of 64 quite early on. And they will be... They'll have to wait, unfortunately, for next week. They've got one more chance to progress through these things. They've got next week is the 3rd and final of the Open Qualifiers. So what we're going to do is I'm going to toss it to a break. I'm going to get my next game organised, and we will be back with you all very, very, very shortly. Take care. Be back in a bit.
Listen up, says my teacher. In front of the class, he says if you're not a believer, views, that's on you. Better shape up and pay your dues. Of my views, that's on you. I'll be on a flight soon to the end. I'm singing, ooh. Gotta know all this propaganda. How do you do? Better that I learn my own medicine for you. Never gonna make them think I'll stand there. For all the things that I've said, pushing me closer to the edge. And I don't know let loose. Don't mind if I do. For all the things that I've said, pushing me closer to the edge. And I don't know let loose. Don't mind if I do. Free as the wind and as strong as a piece of amber. Give me a breath like the fire you'll soon remember. Ooh. I'll be on a flight soon to the end. I'm singing, ooh. Gotta know all this propaganda. How do you do? For all the things that I've said, pushing me closer to the edge. And I don't know let loose. Don't mind if I do. For all the things that I've said, pushing me closer to the edge. And I don't know let loose. Don't mind if I do.
I've been in and out my mind since I hit your phone. I've been counting up the times that I did you wrong. I just want you by my side when I get real gone. Feel it's been a little while since we got along. Yeah, we've been playing stupid games, the situation rotates. And they say communication, safe relations, okay. Medicated how I'm patient, wasting time ain't the way. Cause I can see it on your face. I've been tossing, turning, staying up all night long. I've been calling, yearning, wondering what I did wrong. I could tell by your eyes you got something to hide. So open your mind up, let me inside, and let's make it right. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? Cause I keep trying to figure it out. Oh no, oh no. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? I'm only picking up what you're putting down. You'll be tripping, I don't know what about. So what's the problem right now? Okay, now hold up. Let me get something right off my chest. I've been meaning to read into it, time to put it to rest. Is it stress? Is it that I ain't answer your text? Don't you treat it like amnesia, you know I always forget. Stirring the pot real hot, watch how the plot thickens. Around the clock, tick tock, need more than 20 seconds to get your attention before it's on to the next thing. And I'm over here again wondering, can I hold ya, hear your truth, pull you closer, talk it through?
Girl, you know that I'm the one that you can come and complain to. Your silhouette's amazing, but your brain is a maze too.
So can you help me find my way while I find something to say?
I know the arguing just augments wants everything going both ways, but baby, I can see it on your face.
Up and tossing, turning, staying up all night long. Up and calling, yearning, wondering what I did wrong. I could tell by your eyes you got something to hide. So open your mind up, let me inside, and let's make it right. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? 'Cause I keep trying to figure it out. Oh no, oh no. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? I'm only picking up what you're putting down. You'll be tripping, I don't know what about. So what's the problem right now?
Came in and you're looking like a sign of grace. I know, but I can never match your name or face. My fault, I didn't notice it was out of place. You painting fairy tales on the wall, calling to the better of the halves of me. Please show me just a little bit of honesty. I hope I got a heart that I can salvage, but it's getting harder now to recall. I know well what let out both dry. You could have anything you wanted it all for your fool's gold. And I know well why deaf and half blind. You could get anything you wanted, yeah, I would have handed it all over, falling for you. Came in and you're looking like a sign of grace. I know, but I can never match your name to face. My fault, but when I noticed it was far too late, you left a fingerprint on my soul.
Right, I promise you all there is zero biased casting on this stream. Like, there is absolutely zero biased casting on this stream. We're just waiting for the next game to get started. We're waiting for the opponents that will be coming up against ITBA to finish a game. It's going to be Rosas or FTNY as going up against ITBA. Next game, we're just waiting for their game to finish up, and we'll be getting into that as soon as it is ready to go. But it's been a bit back and forth in the chat, and I want to set the record straight. Come on, ITB! That was probably way too loud, but alas, slightly biased casting, but come on, ITB. You know how it is. I'm sorry, fellas. It's ITBA. ITBA all the way, baby. We'll be back in a few minutes with the next game, as soon as it's ready. See you in a bit.
Car Karma's got a thing for me. We hold hands, make plans, keep the receipts. Karma, she's my best friend. One step closer, here's how it ends. Karma's got a thing for me. You see, you'll be digging up 6 feet. Karma's never let me down. My smile will kill when I cut you out. It's karma. It's okay to hurt your voice screaming in my face. I know you gotta bark when you don't got bite. Tell me, what's that like? What's that like? Being that insecure, acting up, immature. Had enough, I'm so bored. I'm so bored. You know what you are, you're a baby, little baby. Now you got hurt 'cause you made me. Yeah, you know what you are, you're a baby, little baby. You only got hurt 'cause you made me bored. It's karma. It's karma. Karma's got a thing for me. We hold hands, make plans, keep the receipts. Karma, she's my best friend. One step closer, here's how it ends. Karma's got a thing for me. You'll see, you'll be digging up 6 feet. Karma's never let me down. A smile will kill when I cut you out. Snip, snip, cutting your bullshit with a plot twist. Don't waste my time, I don't do toxic. I see you looking at me like she's so sweet. She's so nice, I can do what I like, right? Did I make you cry? I forgot that you're right. You know what you are, you're a baby, little baby. You now you got hurt 'cause you made me. Yeah, you know what you are, you're a baby, little baby. You only got hurt 'cause you made me bored. It's karma. It's karma. It's karma. Snip, snip. Snip, snip. Snip, snip. Snip, snip. Snip, snip. Snip, snip. I'm so bored.
You sure do like to share your opinions, talking big like somebody's listening. Nobody's listening. It's so fun and games until it doesn't toss me out. I'll hit the ignition. Now you listen. Hop up in the window. Smaller and smaller you fade out. Hop up in the window. You cannot get my vibe, no, there's no way. I'm flying high above all your gravity, trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, hey, watch me levitate. You cannot get my vibe, no, there's no way. You can say what you want, call me insane, trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, hey, watch me levitate. Watch me levitate. Hey, hey, watch me levitate. Try to paint me like a no-name, so sorry, but we're not the same. No, we're not the same. Boo-hoo, poor you, please forgive me, 'cause I don't feel any pity. I'm fed up with lies, you wanted my demise, now you're watching me rise, rise, rise. Up in the window, smaller and smaller you fade out. Up in the window, yeah. You cannot get my vibe, no, there's no way. I'm flying high above all your gravity, trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, hey, watch me levitate. You cannot get my vibe, no, there's no way. You can say what you want, call me insane, trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, hey, watch me levitate.
levitate, watch me levitate, levitate. Watch me levitate, watch me levitate, watch me levitate, watch me levitate.
Watch me levitate. You gotta get my vibe, no, there's no way. I'm flying high above all your gravity, trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, hey, watch me levitate. You gotta get my vibe, no, there's no way. You can say what you want, call me insane, trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, hey, watch me levitate. Watch me levitate. Hey, hey, watch me levitate.
No, don't think he ever really knew me. I have run quite a distance, so in some ways I'm truly different. In some way I kept my soul. I got time if you want me to freeze up. I knew now I found the flow. I'ma need you to keep up, not slowing down anymore.
What you want, don't ever call me a side. You know what I want, girl, I'm tryna make you mine. Hey, yo, excuse me, please don't confuse me. Liquid in my cup, I keep it juicy, juicy.
I used to be like that way back then. I was way back then. I had bricks back then. On the hip, in case the obstacle. My homie Tabby always had the hook up. You
Me what you want, don't ever call me a side. You know what I want, girl, I'm tryna make you mine. Hey, yo, excuse me, please don't confuse me. Liquid in my cup, I keep it juicy, juicy.
I used to be like that way back then. I was way back then. I had bricks back then. On the hip, in case the obstacle. My homie Tabby always had the hook up.
Oh, don't think he ever really knew me. I run quite a distance, so in some ways I'm truly different. In some ways I kept my soul. Don't think he ever really knew me. I run quite a distance, so in some ways I'm truly different. In some ways I kept my soul. Never really knew me. Never really knew me. No, don't think he ever really knew me. I have run quite a distance, so in some ways I'm truly different. In some way I kept my soul. I got time if you want me to freeze up. I knew now I found the flow. I'ma need you to keep up, not slowing down anymore.
What you want, don't ever call me a side. You know what I want, girl, I'm tryna make you my chick. Hey, yo, excuse me, please don't confuse me. Liquid in my cup, I keep it juicy, juicy.
I used to be like that way back then. I was way back then. I had bricks back then. On the hip, in case the obstacle. My homie Tabby always had the hook up.
Me what you want, don't ever call me a side. You know what I want, girl, I'm tryna make you my chick. Hey, yo, excuse me, please don't confuse me. Liquid in my cup, I keep it juicy, juicy.
I used to be like that way back then. I was way back then. I had bricks back then. On the hip, in case the obstacle. My homie Tabby always had the hook up.
I've been looking, finding all what is inside. I'm taking in all the lights. Oh, I'm not used to this. I'm not looking back, I'm not clear. And if you love me, you let me fly.
I got lost at night under the stars up in the sky. Directions hard to find under the stars up in the sky. I got lost at night under the stars up in the sky. Directions hard to find under the stars up in the sky. I don't know where to take this, I don't wanna break this. We're living in the moment, we're living in the moment. Your head is on my shoulder, but never getting older. Baby, it's you and I. You and I. Yeah, we're stars in the sky. I know you'll follow me. I don't know how to take this. I don't wanna break this. We're living in the moment. We're living in the moment. Your head is on my shoulder. We're never getting older. Baby, it's you and I. Yeah, we're stars in the sky. Oh, you and I. Yeah, we're stars in the sky.
I'll be there when the lights don't shine. I'll be there in the sleepless nights. I'll be there, make you feel alright. I'll be there, I'll be there. I'll be there when the lights don't shine. I'll be there in the sleepless nights. I'll be there, make you feel alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second game of the day, ITV Academy versus FTNY. Cafe Dostoevsky this time, not had the pleasure of casting this one yet, so it's going to be a banger as we get into it. Of course, kicking things off as always, Operator Bandface, who is going to be off the table. Don't know, let's see. And speaking of maps, let's talk about the map bans very quickly. Lair almost made it into this one. I said in the break I was an ITB Academy fan, and well, I'd be lying if I said that sentiment hasn't dwelled slightly. It panned out Lair at the last possible second. I was really excited to cast the Lair, and no, we're on Cafe instead. Not a problem at all. It's going to be a banger nonetheless. Cafe is an excellent map, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't slightly sad it's not Lair. But hey ho, we're getting into the game. Deimos, Monty off the table. Shield's extremely potent at the minute, so why wouldn't you get rid of them? Going to be standard Deimos as well, off the board, taken off by FTNY. We didn't see much of him played last time at all by ITBA, if memory serves correctly, so likely just a standard ban for that roster. ITBA getting rid of Azami though. They did this last time. They did this last week as well. She is so strong, and she definitely caused them ITBA Academy problems earlier on the Clubhouse earlier today. So I can see why they'd wander off the board, off the table, not in the game. And for our final ban coming through, triple last second, it is going to be a Valkyrie coming off the board. Causes a lot of problems for these teams. Basically, all but forces you to put on IQ. In the sense of you have to play IQ, you have to find something to be able to get rid of these players. We're on the round of 32, I believe we're heading into now, so we're getting there. We're almost into best of 3 territory. You win this and it's going to be a best of 3. Opponents, we're going to be following ITB Academy for the rest of the day, and the ITB Academy, well,
Attackers need to locate and
we're going to follow the winner of this game. Put it that way. Can't say we're going to be following ITB Academy because can't be too biased. There is a chance they do not win this game. Obviously, they've got some amazing opponents. They seem to know them well from a bit of pre-game chat. So we're going to see how things will play out here. Starting off with Kitchen as our first objective. Selected here by FTNY. As we get into things on Cafe. A lot of trap operators on the board, Capcan and Fenrir on the board for the side of FTNY.
seconds to go.
Leon worked his all the way upstairs. Now, if you're not familiar with the way Cafe plays very, very, very vertically, very heavy on the flanks, typically speaking. So that's why we're going to be seeing Rorik on the gridlock, and we're going to be seeing Huava on the ram. Lots of vertical potential here on Cafe. Lots of walls, floors, and anything and everything to be opened up. But there's also a lot of opportunities for roamers to be floating around, which is why we're going to be seeing players sitting upstairs from FTNY. We're going to be seeing both the Bandit and the Solace roaming about, and the Mute as well. Going a bit of a run and well. Could see a bit of an early start here, and yes, we do. Huava opens up the game with a kill onto Slash. Just like that. That R4C, as we said last game, that R4C was doing numbers last game. A lot of Ash kills. So it's going to continue to dominate. And well, Just like that, we're less than a minute in, and Jobu's by the doorway. I don't think there's any players quite there. Instead, it's going to be a Ram upstairs. He got back heavy. He's having a bit of a gunfight, and well, it seems like Kazi here. He's going to be in a bit of a pickle. Kazi? No, Kazi. Kazi's grown out. His position's known. He does have the intel onto one, but he's got the one above him. He gets one. Whatever. Trades it back. Now, Heavy elsewhere gets onto Leon. ITBA strongly in the advantage here. 4 versus 2. Kazi, he's all but tied away. Tucked in reading. He's going to have to get some kills here. He's able to tag up Huava through the wall ever so slightly, but it's not going to be enough to confirm the kill. Sliver of HP for the pair of them now. 1 bullet could be enough to end it all. Jobu, he's pushing up. He's starting to forfeit the sight for a minute and try and support his teammate. It may be the only way in to continue in this round. He's going to need to win it, but no. It's going to fall. And it's left Jobu 1 versus 4. Make that a 1 versus 3 with shot onto Huava. Make it a 1 versus 2. All of a sudden, a totally unwinnable situation. Well, it's 1 versus 2. Raiden's still stuck outside the building. If he can isolate Akari in the next 10 seconds or so, he could very, very easily get this. C4's going to be ripped and tossed. No, not quite able to get anything. You've got a player tucked in freezer. Raiden, he's going in from above. He's got the kit. So news really just now, can we get Akari? Yes, we can. All of a sudden, this 1 versus 4 is a 1 versus 1. Jobu's position is known. Raiden's as well, and it's going to be a duel between these two in an explosive first round. A minute still on the clock. What does Jobu do? He's got 3 kills so far, but he's going to need to get 1 more. Right, he's going to be sticking the plant. And let's see. Jobu, he's made his way back into sight. He's going to be spraying through the wall. He has a rough idea where the defuse is going down. He knows where the player is, but Ryder's going to be able to close out. ITBA almost lose the 1v4 there. Ever so slightly. A bit too close for comfort there. But in the end of the day, they were able to push it over the line. And well, that was a really well played from Raiden there. Of course, lost a bit more than I think you'd want to initially. But you got the round over the board. You got their primary site. You got their primary chosen site done quite easily. Well, not quite easily. A lot of difficulty, mind you. And well, ITBA starting off strong. That's the one thing we've not seen from them so far. This will be the 3rd game I've watched of theirs now. Or casted person, even paying deep attention to. And one thing we've always noticed with ITB Academy is sometimes they can have a bit of a slow start to these games. They don't always start quite to plan. Instead, they started the last game with a 0-3 deficit. And then, no, they started the last game with a 0-2 deficit, sorry, and the one from last week with a 0-3. So, not always quite a dream start for them, but this time round we're seeming to quell that, and they were able to get a good round over FTNY. And well, let's see how things progress here as we move onto the top floor site. Cocktail. There's not so much soft verticality on the board here, which is why you're going to be seeing Ram taken off the board. Instead, we're going to be seeing Grim and Brava brought out. Brava can cause a lot of problems for the Maestro pick. Jobu, of course, great round last time. And, well, continues. Site setup continues. You saw there a second ago, it was Kaxi was actually able to get one of the drones with those Mozzie pests. And oh, we have a player disconnected. I think we're going to have to sit this rest of this round out for now. Rehost. Are we after the round? I think so. I'm just going to see. Rehost. I think we do rehost. I honestly cannot remember the rules. Okay. Rehost. Rehost. We will rehost this and we will be back in. We will play, we will see. We'll continue things off where we started. We're just going to quickly back out and we'll be back in a few seconds.
everything you want, but you can't have. Number one regret, no takebacks. The hole in your chest, that's payback. Payback, yeah, you better take that. You could call me selfish and critical, I could take the blame. Just like I could take a match and send it up in flames. Don't say I didn't warn ya, this might hurt, but that's just karma. Better take that. Call it payback. Don't say I didn't warn ya. Stay mad, I know you wanna. This might hurt, but that's just karma. That's just That's just karma. Go and play the part, play the victim. Throw a pity party with your demons. Blaming everybody and you're screaming. But I'm the one bleeding. You're the one that's selfish and critical, you could take the blame. Just like I could take a match and send it up in flames. Don't say I didn't warn ya, this might hurt. That's just karma. Better take that. Call it payback. Don't say I didn't warn ya. Stay mad, I know you wanna. This might hurt, but that's just karma. That's just That's just karma. Fall too hard and let it die. Better say your last goodbyes. Oh, you come back, never come back. I didn't need ya, I don't want that. Oh, don't say I didn't warn ya. That's just karma. That's just karma. Don't say I didn't warn ya.
And it was like we were never gone, right back where we kicked off Cafe Dostoevsky round 2. We made it through the first match without any rehosts whatsoever. Let's hope this isn't the sign of things to come. I'd be lying if I said I love doing a bit of a rehost. Of course, and I have to see, I believe, rule set. I'm obviously very well versed. As a very professional, definitely been doing this a long time, not my second time at all, caster. I'm very well versed with the rule set. I believe everything has to be the same as it was because we did start. The round, obviously, nothing happened, so we were able to get away with the rehost there. Of course, ITB Academy got away with that first round of theirs. And yeah, we'll be seeing things play out mostly the same as they were. Everything's staying out the same as they were before. Of course, it's a bit of a pause there. And for ITBA, well, you may not have wanted the pause so much, I don't think. It's not going to be ideal to pause. I think right after you've run out, that can definitely do a bit of a tack on your momentum, I suppose. It can definitely hit you a little bit. But, oh well. We'll see how things get cooking, of course. This time round, it's going to be... Everything's known, everything is ready, and, well, round 2 gets underway. Let's see if ITB can extend their lead further on Coastline, whether FTNY are going to have some bite back. Of course, it does also reset the kill counts, which is sort of depressing because I wasn't really paying much attention, but right here for the first round, it was a 1 versus 4, almost. Very, 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 very narrowly did Jobu almost win a 1v4 out. Just lost it very, very last second. I believe it was to Ryden. He lost out the gunfight too. So... it was a very, very close first round, and speaking of close, we may have some close contact on the start of this round. There you go, Slash's position is known, and he's going to opt to fall away. He's going to opt to go for a run. Not going to contest it, which is wise. First, Clutch Drone's going to be going in, and oh look, well, I've just got control of 2 of those Evil Eyes. That is some nasty work upstairs done. Those Evil Eyes. Not only can they deny the plant, defense don't tend to carry a lot of utility to get rid of them, and they're not going to be willing to forfeit a C4, I don't reckon, to get rid of one of them. And, well, hello. There's some action going here on the staircase, and just as I say, Rorik, there you go. He picks up one. Flashbang goes on into laundry. Is the player in there blind? Most likely is. And there you go. Rorik double kill for the round. And beautiful, beautiful start there for ITB Academy. FTNY, they're held up upstairs. But with those evil eyes, you can see there the blue. The little blue effect, that means it's been hacked by ITB Academy. That means that as long as Huava stays alive, he can control and he can use those evil eyes against the defense. Getting rid of some utility below here, heavy. And well, ITB, they've got numbers advantage. They don't need to rush this anymore. They've still got half the round to play with here. Half the round to try and extend their numbers advantage further. As well. And as we just wait for the next kill to be made. FNTY, they're going to hold strong, but you can just hear the whistle. Leon, he's quite slightly stuck in his position due to the air jab. Fave also tucked away in the bathroom with a player watching. I believe that's Rorik out there, aiming for his third in the round, and he is going to be able to get it. Beautiful stuff from him. Leon's taking damage elsewhere, and it's all falling apart a little bit for FTNY here. Leon is able to get one, and Diffuser's going down, but no, it's not all the way. Ryden's going to get dropped, and the man count's getting close to equalising here. This is a bit of a problem, but Rorik, he's on a quad kill for the round. Make that an ace! What is this man with the LMG? He is just... You can't stop him! Beautiful stuff from Rorik. Beautiful opening. And the question of, was their momentum impacted by the technical pause? No, it was not. Rorik comes back into the game swinging with the LMG. And just like that, picks up a nice little 5k for himself. And getting ITBA their second round on the board. FTNY, they lost a lot of opening picks there. They sort of lost the opening picks early on, and dare I say, it's not what you want. You don't want to be losing these opening picks. Of course you don't. There's a player off the board. And then, of course, all the players of FTNY, all of the Rome presence was gone very quickly in that round. And as a result of that, well, all your players are in sight, boxed in sight, and very isolated, and could often struggle to get anything going from that. Maestro's not going to be bought this time, and I think that's a wise decision. Losing all of that utility, he wasn't sure it wasn't used against the defenders too much, but it certainly made its impact by not having it available. FTNY, well, certainly struggling a little bit, but struggling well. We'll see how they got on going into this next round too. Got Slash and Leon below. Just continuing to make some rotates, continuing to get things set up. I think Slash is probably playing from this reading position. Leon, he's looking for the one. That's going to be going back alley, but instead, no, up on the roof. Castle Barricade is going to be started getting open. Now, this is the only thing with the lineup of ITB. They've got can openers and Raiden, and I suppose Heavy could use the frag grenades. But other than that, they're not going to have much utility to get rid of these castle barricades. So, come later on in the round, they may struggle, especially when you can use those frag grenades. And well, Kaxi, got a feeling there's a run-out sniff brewing here. He may want to do it, and he's going to go out, and he's going to be able to drop the Ying of Raiden just like that. Still stuck outside, just going to tug the building, and he may be able to get one. He knows there's players watching him, but he's going to be able to possibly get away with his life. No. Kaxi, he's getting more, and hold on, what's this? Another player, here he comes. I believe that's Jobu stuck outside. Yes, it is. 3 versus 3, and well, bloodthirsty start to the round there. ITBA walking away. Bit worse to wear for that one there. You've lost the Ying, you've lost the flank watch. Sure, you've lost the sure, if you're FTNY, you've lost the smoke, you've lost that time denial later into the round. But I think you'll take the 2 picks for that trade there. And now, well, after a bit of madness out there on the terrace, it's going to calm down a little bit now. Oh, just as I say that, instead, Heavy, he's straight into new balcony. He can see a player. Oh, just going to narrowly miss his head there. But then Huava's on the backside, but stopped by those castle barricades I mentioned earlier. Having to melee those with 9 hits now can take so much time, and it also gives you position away for a good solid couple seconds. Heavy's the only one with the frag grenades left in pocket to be able to remove them quickly. Instead, opting to smoke the player unlikely. Make a bit more presence in sight, and a beautiful shot from Heavy on for a triple kill. Are we going to see 2 aces back to back here? I don't want to jinx it just yet. No, we're not. C4 from Leon answers that question just as it is asked. The Diffuser's going to be popping down now. It's going to be Rorik left to cover here. He knows there's a player onto white. He knows there's a player in Cigar. And Diffuser, it's gone down. But then the player gets traded back. It's just Fave and Huava left. 1 versus 1. Just going to be a bit of a ring around the rosies here. Freezer Does Fave know he's behind? He's shooting, but no, he doesn't know. And a beautiful headshot from Huava takes him out. And ITBA get a third round in the row. Beautiful stuff from ITBA there. They're all, well, we've seen a 5K, we saw a 3K, and Huava finished off the rest with a beautiful little 1v2. ITBA, what more can you say? They're doing an impeccable job so far on Cafe. 3 rounds up, and they're looking stronger and stronger by the second there. Sure, some of the rounds have been close, but FTNY, there's a lot of questions that are left sometimes needing to be answered, and well,
Defenders, protect
it
your bombs.
may be slightly problematic.
Attackers.
FTNY, of course, they're defending. Now they're going to be moving to reading this time. They're going to be moving to reading, dining. Fair fourth attempt at a defense. Going to try and get around on the board here. I think if you're FTNY, you've got no choice but to equalise the half. Now, if you want to win this, and if you want to win this game, you've got to start here by equalising the half. That will likely be what we see.
10 seconds remaining.
Let's see how things progress here. You know, of course, we don't have all the stats from the first round. You know, don't look at the donuts on the side of FTNY and account them for being the whole game. There were some picks earlier on that have been unaccounted for due to the rehosts. So do just keep that in mind. But ITBA, they're feeling confident. I think we're seeing the blitz come in. Blitz, Sophia, I think it's going to be quite a rushed attack. I think here it's just going to be sort of pressed them in from all angles, and just also keep an eye out for those pesky runouts that were problematic for ITB. Of course, they end up getting it over the line, but you'd rather not have that same mistake twice. Leon, bit of a spray, likely going to be a bit of a first engagement here. He's just dealing with this Finker player. He is blinded, and he is going to have to run away. As what's this, Rourke makes his way up the staircase with the LMG, gets one. Surge is going to come straight in. Heavy drops, man counts equalised, the blitz drops also, and well, Slash with a double kill for himself. ITBA, suddenly, it's not looking so good. Huava gets one, and well, they're now in pillar, out in the open. It's up to ITBA. 2 versus 3, push back onto site as members of FTNY relocate to deal with this new situation they found themselves in. They're all sort of surrounding reading. Of course, that's going to be the first point of contact. There's a drone thrown upstairs just to see if they can bait a sound. Cause I don't believe ITBA know whether upstairs is fully clear just yet. So they're going to have to wait out. One is going to get marked up by the car 1 hives there. That's going to be Fave. And now, so this question, I think if ITBA can make this a 2 versus 2, it's definitely winnable for them, but they need to isolate a 1 versus 1 first. We'll make it a 2 versus 1. However, he's pushing. He's able to get himself into mining. Elsewhere, Akari. He's going to fall to Kaxi. Beautiful shot from him, and well, Huava makes the 1 versus 3, a 1 versus 2. Kaxi and Fave left to save it off. They've got 1 minute and 20 seconds here. It's plenty of time for the attacking team to try and isolate these 1v1s. And I've got a feeling Huava's going to try and be doing just that, but no, he's going to fall to Kaxi. And FTNY, they're able to secure themselves their first round here on Cafe. First site locked down, and now the question is, they have to do it 3 more times to equalise all. Of course, ITBA Academy, they've got 3 rounds on this. They're probably quite happy with that, but they want it. They want more, and that round certainly showed that wanted more, mate. I wouldn't say it was a misjudge of confidence at all. I think if you're in an advantage situation like that, a rush is due at some point just to try and see if you can shatter them a bit more. But FTNY, they held strong. They pushed it off, and well, you move into round 5. Let's see what FTNY can keep on cooking. That castle well for them so far. It's been a repeat bring for them. Causing a lot of problems now. We saw some good runouts on there from FTNY last time this site was played. So it'll be curious to see whether we quite see the same effect. Obviously, you look at this, and Joby, we're just going to watch as he tries to pick up. There you go. Picks up one of the pests. Yeah, of course, FTNY, they did some crazy runouts onto the terrace area out here last time this site was set. However, I don't imagine we're quite going to be seeing that same as it was.
5 seconds left before insertion.
I imagine instead you're going to be seeing something a bit more subdued, but we've got a Doc ACOG, and speaking of subdued, this is not it. Doc ACOG spawn peak, and oh no, there's a slim chance here. There is one on a drone, and 2 fall to the spawn peaks just like that. Oh no, ITB Academy. That is not a start to the round you want. 15 seconds in, and well, you're in a 3 versus 5 play, fellas. That ain't great. Ryden Does he know about the one that's tucked there on white stairs? Does he know about Jobu? Well, he does now. He's able to get away with his life, but is he able to get away with any more? He knows the player's still there. He knows the player's still playing close. And well, Jobu, his position's going to be marked out by the Cowan Hives, and that's his cue to retreat. As ITB Academy, they put a pause on things. They're going to try and find themselves an opening pick here. Well, not an opening pick. They're going to try and find themselves a pick, an entry into this round. Rorik, he knows about the one tucked over on white, so I'm assuming that will be where he starts. Well, he's going to be making his way in with the Evil Eyes. Hack a bulletproof cam, hack the default cam, just to deny the defenders more and more utility. Rorik is creeping up red stairs, getting ready to make something happen here. And well, let's just see what happens. It's a bit of a pause. ITV Academy, you can see the Legion there, spraying through the wall, and not the best of plays there. Leon, he drops, unfortunately, there. His position's known, and they likely know he's injured. There you go. Confirm out. Now, Rorik, he probably knows about the one in Cigar also. Question is, will he be taking it? As I said, Doc's going to opt to fall back. Jobu, he's... I want to say he's... Jobu's still downstairs. I'm not entirely sure where he is. Yeah, he is downstairs. Jobu's downstairs in VIP. Which is, well, does effectively put the top side onto a 3 versus 3. Ryden, he's pushing up. However, they're pushing up. They're going to try. I think Cigar's going to be the first point of contact here, and they're going to drop slashing out. It's a 3 versus 2 on site. They're not going to know about it. Well, they may have the drone and the intel. And here we go. Here comes ITBA. The player is going to get brought up, so we're back into the 3 versus 4 situation. And Slash, he can also be healed up by the Doc there. He's back on 120 HP, up at the max. So it's a good start. And FTNY, they get the lead a bit further. Fave gets a pick of his own. ITV Academy, 40 seconds left now. What can they make happen? Jobu, here comes the flank, and just like that, Kaxi and Fave close out the road for FTNY. And what looked like a really, really, really strong start for ITB Academy. Well, we're now getting into the, as we get into the end phase of this half, the last round of it. FTNY are doing something that didn't look possible a few rounds ago, and that's equalising things at the scoreboard, equalising things 3 apiece. ITB Academy, are we going to be getting the blitz play come back up? I've got a feeling that's what we may just be seeing. Blitz and Ash, well, all this to me screams rush as we head back down into kitchen for our final round of this first half here. It's been quite an explosive first half here. Certainly ITB Academy looked like they were in the lead for it. Of course, coming fresh off the rehost, Rorik with an ace. You can't deny that. Rather Heavy carrying the third round on their backs alone. But since then, ITB Academy have sort of struggled with early opening picks. They've lost opening picks both times. And it's really gone against it, especially last round where you lost two to spawn peaks right off the get-go. Bit of a switch up in their lineup there.
Well secured.
FTNY, well, I've got a feeling they're going to be playing a bit more slow, a bit more anchored this time. Just keep changing the tempo of these rounds, keep ITBA on their toes. You'll be seeing 2 round. Now that DMR is great for spawn peaks, and I've got a feeling Kaxi might be going for it yet again. He's the only, as it stands, the only one upstairs. Will he want to go for it, or is he just going to hold off on it? I think he's going to hold off on it. Just for now. We're not trying that again. Well, ITB Academy. Let's see what they can get cooking. We're trying the blitz again. Didn't work so well for them on Clubhouse. Didn't work so well for them last round. But they're giving it another shot. So, we'll see what they can do. They're going to start their work out on Bakery here. Just on the exterior of the Bakery Terrace. He's actually going to be the Dokubi upstairs. And what's this Kaxi? Well, he's getting aggressive. He's getting up nice and close. We've also got Leon upstairs. Tucked away in Cigar, playing quite an aggressive spot. Kaxi. Oh, Ryden's in. He's in. There goes the proximity alarm. He's in. Control of Bakery is there, and well, good start in terms of map control for ITB Academy, but they want to find this opening pick. Hard breach. Not going to be slowly getting the walls open. They're just deciding what to make use of it. Kaxi's going to be played in the vertical angle, and that DMR can punish you really quickly. You won't get a lot of time to react. If you get caught out by that, then you are most likely done and dusted in the round. Selma's going to continue to open up the kitchen wall there. And it seems like it's Jobu on the front point of contact here. Tucked away, his position's known, so he's going to opt to fall back, and we'll get away with his life for now. Browers going to continually slow this Bakery assault here. And it's just a bit paused. It seems like all the players of ITB Academy are pushing this Bakery side. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 5th coming in from the top. It's Rorik. He's going to be able to not quite find the flank. Leon gets the opening pick on Tear, and that could be spelled with disaster there. All of these vertical players now, they're left unchecked. ITV Academy, they've either got to send someone up there to deal with it, or they've just got to try and brute force this diffuser down. They're blocking the vertical offs with the smoke at the Capital. Well, here comes Ryden. In he goes, straight to his demise. Pressure from above, pressure from all over. Curry's able to get one for his trouble, but Leon continues to keep his team ahead in the round. Curry and Huava now left 2 versus 4, make it a 1 versus 4, and FTNY, they look all but guaranteed to take the final round and a half, and it'll be a 3-all. And there you go, Slash does it. FTNY 3-all here on Cafe. And interestingly enough as well, it was not a back and forth half. It was three consecutive rounds followed by another 3 consecutive rounds, which certainly, I would say, certainly keeps things interesting. And well, the question is, are ITB able to swing it back in their pressure? They've had advantage all game up to this point. They've been in the driver's seat up until this round. Are they able to keep that advantage, or are they going to be losing it? The FTNY looking for their 4th consecutive. Of course, sides flipped, and now that's the next big question. Who is... What does the defence of ITB Academy look like? Well, we know from Clubhouse, and considering they won, I believe they won 3 of the 4 rounds played on it, their defence looks really bloody good. So there's a good chance that trend's going to continue here onto Cafe. Somewhat similar setup to what FTNY bought, but bringing out the Echo and Ryden this time. I think he's opting to play a bit more support ops, not having the best of starts so far after the rehost, going 0-5 currently. Not what you want. So, I'm going to be opting to play the Echo. Giving that a shot and seeing what he can get cooking. Of course, if the rest of his team can burn time, but Echo comes into play, and Echo and Legion, they're all time-focused operators. The longer you can see there on the player cards at the bottom, Legion builds up his goo mines through the round. The longer the round's been going on, more goo mines he has, more traps the attackers have to watch out for. Right, the Echo. If you can deny a plant using the Echo drones late into the round, that can win you rounds. And well, ITB Academy, the rest of their stack up is very well done to ball that. You've got the Goyo and the Smokes, both operators that burn a lot of time. And FTNY, it's nothing that's going to go immediately screams fast. However, they have invested a lot into the roam clear, both the Dokkaebi and the Jackal, which could definitely punish. However, there's not too many top floor roamers for ITB Academy. They're all on the bottom floor at the minute, so should be some easy map control for FTNY there. They're going to be looking for the footsteps here, Slash, but he's not going to be able to find any of them. Drones do continue to roll through. Just checking. It's better to have your corners cleared than not cleared, because you know one flank in siege can definitely punish them massively. Instead, DY just going to continue to secure places. Meanwhile, downstairs, Bakery's getting open. It's a bit slower. They haven't quite gotten the immediate opening that ITV Academy got attacking this site just a second ago. But that's fine. Their site, they're not built up, and here it comes. We've got 2 players of ITBA tucked in Bakery, interestingly enough. It's going to be Huava and Ryden tucked in there. Make a bit of a fortress with it, with all these castle barricades as well. FTNY, they're working their way top down. They're all on the 2nd floor now, bar the ones outside. I think here comes VIP Cliff. This is the next step of their attack here. It's going to be getting Akari out of VIP. Such a power position on this map, and it's going to be something they're going to need to get rid of. Akari, he's just trying to bait to see if he's being watched. But I think he has an idea about Caxi, but I don't. And the position's definitely going to be confirmed now. And Caxi, Toxic Babe's going to be going in. They know about each other's position now. But it's just wasting time. A minute left, and well, we've not seen any opening picks yet. It could be quite an explosive one as we view to the top-down view here. You can see Vertical's making quick work, but FTNY, they've not been able to convert anything yet. The position in VIP is still held as that 2nd Toxic Babe goes out. Here comes the Yokai drone on the ceiling, ready to make plays, and well, right, definitely in a bit of a difficult position there as Rorik falls elsewhere, and now we're just watching this VIP. Here come the drones. And this is the difficulty here. Caxi's watching it tight. SMG-11's in hand, and Akari, he's able to get one. Does he know the 2nd's right there? He sees the shadow. Yes, he does. That's also Diffuser down there for FTNY. Disaster over by VIP. Unable to clear that position, and well, as time whittles away, they're getting quick. They're not able to clear everything to its fullest, and it's Jobu left top floor. He's got no choice but to drop into freeze here to try and get what he can, but he's going to fall right into Akari at ITV Academy. Effective burn in time there. And well, they get themselves a very, very good round, just like that. Just is. Do they win 2 more? And we just see him 3 for 3, 3 for 3, 3 for 3, and so on. We'll see what happens. Of course, ITV Academy, that was a good start for them as we head into Fireplace Reading. Their second attempt at a defence here. FTNY wasn't a bad start. It was just a bit slow, I think. They struggled with later on. The start of the round went well. They got effective map control quickly, and admittedly, a lot of that I would say was due to the fact that ITVA didn't really have a massive vertical roam presence there, so it was quite easy for FTNY to get. And they got it quickly, they got it easily, and I don't think this is going to be the same story this time. We're seeing a bit more of an extended presence onto the top floor this time round. As we go into it, considering the sites on the second floor, you've got 1-2 players up here on the top floor, both the Mute and the Mirror, and they're going to have a gridlock over this top floor. Very, very difficult for it to be shaken. FTNY, they're adapting their lineup. I think we're indicating things are going to be going a little bit faster this time. See what happens. And well, he's creeping around with the Mozzie Pest. Doesn't quite see the drone. And you know, one drone can make a difference. All 5 of FTNY are actually still on the board here as we head into the round next to the prep phase. They've done well. Keep that, and they've likely got a lot of intel as well. So, good job for them. Now, they're going to start off, as most cafe attacks do, top floor, work your way down. Starting up top, work your way down. Buck's going to be working on the hatches here. And just get everything open, ready for the rest of the attack teammates. Drones are going in. Nothing too crazy is going on. Get rid of the excess glass. It's your bog standard. It's what you expect. Got 2 players upstairs in Huava. He's got a C4 in pocket. I've got a feeling this could be disastrous for ITV Academy here. If this C4 gets ripped at the right time, well, it could be disaster. Well, he's just chilling there. His position's definitely known. Question is, does he opt to use that C4, or is he going to continue to hold the angle? Or did they not know? Uh-oh, here comes the Cowan Hive, and his position's known. He's got to fall back there. Forced off that position. As the third floor, there's just 1 player left. It's Heavy, and his position's known by the Cowan Hive elsewhere. Jobu drops. He's able to self-revive and pick himself back up with the Adrenal Surge. Lucky piece of utility to have on kit there. Able to get himself back up. Only on 30 HP, mind you. But alive and a gun in the game nonetheless. Heavy's up here playing top right, and I definitely think it's going to be the next point of contention here. As I say that, elsewhere happens. Ryder gets one, gets traded immediately back by Huava for his troubles, and it's a bit of a brawl on the terrace here. However, he's in a bit of a rock and hard place here. He's got players behind him, he's got players in front of him. He is definitely not in the best of spots here. You can say, but Leon, he is probably cautious of the player above, and there's also a player below now as well. Suava continues to fight for his life here, tucked by Pillar. And Heavy, well, it's a very split one from ITV Academy. You feel like the players are constrained, but just when you feel that way, they're able to burst back into the action, burst back into it, get themselves a kill. Here comes Suava, aggressing ever so close to the terrorist. I don't think he knows about one right there. Just about to get away from his life there. Jobu isn't quite able to catch it, and well, all players bar Heavy. Never mind. All players are forced back into sight now for ITV Academy. FTNY, and they got numbers advantage. 40 seconds left to play with here. Much pacier, much quicker attack this time round. And it's definitely working out for them so far. Sure, they've lost one and low health on the other, but it's not quite going to be enough to slow them down yet. They're continuing to move. 30 seconds now. And now we need to start looking to sight. Fave approaching closer to Dynan, and well, Akari gets a C4. It seems like Dynan's going to be the one of approach here. He's going to be getting into it, but they know about the one on white, and it's going to be Rorik denying that diffuser going down. He can play at Devil's Advocate. Devil's Advocate here. The players of FTNY have to quickly rush to Dynan to try and get this diffuser down. One's getting the kit down, one's not able to cover. Impact's going to be going in. Rorik sees it. Huava gets the other one. An ITB Academy. Second round in a row for them. 5-3 lead now on Cafe. FTNY, they came close to taking the lead. Not quite able to take it, but they definitely were able to equalise the scoreboard out. 3 apiece, but ITB Academy, these defences that have been so hard for teams to crack throughout these qualifiers. ITB Academy, it's very seldom rare do they struggle on the defence. I've not seen them do so yet. They're just playing a very good game there on the defence. And well, it's working out for them. They're now 2 rounds ahead yet again. And moving closer, 1 round away from a match point. FTNY, great start, but now great end to the first half there. But they've got to continue that trend. They've got to try and get some rounds of their own on the board. As we head, well, We're headed to mining and dining
Wall reinforced.
for our next site. No crazy spawn peaks. It's been a bit quieter than the last game. Because last game we had a lot of spawn peaks on hand. Not had too many this time. ITV Academy did certainly get caught off guard the last time they were brought out. So we'll see. Let's see whether we get any of those as this defensive half progresses. I don't see it happening, honestly. I think ITV Academy, I don't want to say they play a sensible game of Siege. That's disrespecting the fun and the catch off guard of the spawn peak. But they're definitely playing a cautious, strategical game, and their teamwork. I think that's what sets them apart in their defense there. You saw it there. Well, I got forced into tricky position on pillar last round, and immediately had 3 of his teammates supporting him, getting him out of that position. One by one, all the puzzle pieces falling in place. It was a really good play from them. And again, it's that thing that teams are struggling to crack. Well, Kaxi. Bravo Jones is going to be coming. We've seen a lot more Bravo play on Cafe, and well, that's not a great start if you're a FTNY fan. Rorik gets a kill. Continuing to catch the red stairs position. Heavy Bravo drones are getting taken off the board, and well, FTNY now. They've got to find something. They've got to try and make something happen. You're a man down, you're a minute in. You're not quite in the building just yet, but you're making your way there. You're clearing the top floor, droning it out, cautious of these roamers. There are still 2 from ITBA upstairs. That's going to be Quava and Heavy. Positions are likely known by the drone now. They're going to just have to keep on going. Drones falling left, right. If I say, still got 6 on the board for FTNY, which is a decent amount. But here comes a tricky position. Slash's position slightly down to red stairs from that goon line. Dave is breaking in. Gaxi, Jobu. Well, let's see how they're still on the roof. They're going to hop in just a second here, likely to try and push him. You can see just there through the silhouette. However, his position's gone. He's taken out. Off the count, man counts equalised. 4 apiece now. FTNY looking good. They're able to get the vertical control. Just as I say, they're looking good. Here comes Heavy with a double kill. Not quite a triple kill. Slash is able to bite it back. 3 versus 2. 3 versus 2 now. And this control of top floor that FTNY were getting. Cigar's looking pickle. Cigar's looking like a bit of a pickle, and I don't know if they quite want to take it just yet, and they're not going to opt for it. Instead, opting to go straight down to the site. Well, you might be just seeing Slash get in, but he walks straight into Ryden's mirror window there. And well, Kaxi, he's left with players left, right, and centre. He's not able to do much. ITB Academy secured themselves 6 rounds, and now match point looms for the next 3. Again, it continues to be these defences for ITV Academy that really cause problems. FTNY opting to take attack timeout at the start of this one. Bit of a discussion just to see sort of what's been going wrong, I think. It's been the roam game for ITB Academy. They move a lot. They work together very well. It definitely has been causing problems for FTNY on their attacking and well. The issue is the attack timeout now comes at a point where you have to win 3 consecutive rounds. One mistake, if it's a big enough mistake that ITV can capitalise on, well, unfortunately for you, that is the game done and dusted. You're out. So, FTNY, timeout's going to expire in just a second. And as we get straight back into the game, ITB Academy, of course, it's time to pause and have a bit of a chat amongst themselves as well, sort of just to see what's being what. And well, kitchen cooking. I'm going to be going back down to kitchen. Of course, this was the first site. Site rotation is complete now, so ITV Academy, not only have they got 3 match points, they also get to kick this off with kitchen, their preferred site, their strongest site, and one that was a bit of a struggle to attack. FTNY, they're putting up a very good fight though. They've been doing well for themselves so far. They had a really good start on the defense, and well, Rorik continues to be a star player for ITBA. 10 and 5 on the board. We've not looked at the scoreboard too much this game. Every player of FTNY is putting up decent numbers right now. They're not all positive, for sure. But as we go through the scoreboard there's not one who's on what I would consider an extraordinarily low amount of kills. You've got 8 rounds of history on this currently here. ITB, you've definitely got 4 rallies. You've got Rorik putting up some really good numbers, and well, Ryden, while he's playing support, it doesn't really matter. He's supporting his teammates, he's been helping his teammates, and well, Sports Side always, didn't get quite the recognition they deserve, but in the supportive role, definitely doing a good job. Blitz back on the side. And this was the discussion I seen earlier. I can't remember which one of the casters it was that we seen it. As we see a very, very aggressive opening here from FT. Let's pause that point, save it for a bit later, as I think we're going for a bit of a rush here. Rorik trades one back, Heavy falls. Caxie's continuing to trade blows. Slash gets 2 kills of his own. And well, ITV Academy, they are falling. Seems like the attack timeout was all that was needed. Very, very close to the blitz here, and he actually drops. It's 2 versus 2. There's a good chance ITV Academy could win this, but no. As Ryden goes to confirm the kill, Caxie picks him up. It's Sakari left 1 versus 2. Make it 1 versus 1. It's match point, and it's not going to be pushed over yet. Cafe continues on. FTNY get themselves around. And another lifeline to play here and continue their journey in the second week of qualifiers. Of course, they have to do that 2 more times if we're going to get to that. All so enjoyable. Overtime. I've not had the pleasure of doing some overtime yet, so I wouldn't mind it here. And certainly, if FTNY play every round like the one they've just played, they're going to be fine. They're going to be sailing through this. Of course, we're going to take a pause and look back to reality for a second. FTNY's lineup certainly indicates they're going to be doing something aggressive. I can tell you that now. I've got a feeling we're going to be seeing something very aggressive, very execute heavy. The Ash, Ying and the Doki be on the board. However, you can't use that sort of shock and awe rush tactic twice in a row unless it's the best thing you've ever done. So really we do wonder whether that's going to be quite a second thing we're going to see, or we're going to be seeing... No, we're seeing it again, but it's continuing to be wild. ITV Academy, of course, they're in kitchen, and well, there's a very, very nasty sense line right where this drone hole is. You can get a sense ROU in here and effectively cut the objectives in half where the camera's looking right now. That could be what they're going for here, FTNY. We'll have to pause, we'll have to see. The yokai drones from Raiden, now maybe it's saving grace in the front, but obviously if the site is cut in half, those yokais can move through them pretty easily. Low risk of getting shot out, so... It's really interesting, but we're going to see the front entrance. Seems like we're taking main focus of the rush this time. Catsy and Jobu ready to hop in at a moment's notice. And well, ladies and gentlemen, get in your seats ready, because I think we're about to see a very, very fast round of Rainbow Six Siege. In they go. Rorik gets one. Fave is dropped. And oh no, there goes the shield. They were in a call rate for Rorik. He's got a second one on the stairs, and well, he is dropped. He is traded back, but it's fallen apart very, very quickly for FTNY. It's just Slash left in a 1 versus 4. Make it a 1 versus none. Akari closes it out, and well, GG's come through in chat. ITBA walk away with that one. 7-4. Lovely to see. Good luck in your next matches there. FTNY, a valiant effort put up there, but just struggling on the attack to close things out. They were able to get one off a very effective rush, mind you, but it just was not enough to push it over the line. Well, that's going to be doing it for this second game here. We're going to be going straight into the next game, which is going to be, let's have a quick look-see. It's going to be ITB Academy versus Beşiktaş. I'm going to work out how to pronounce that one. I'll be back in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Sometimes you feel weak. The fear you carry inside wakes you up. The overplaying pattern of memory hides your true face. Take your own method, looking for the one who's trying to be perfect, yeah. You'll try to match it, don't be sad if you don't make it. You hope for wonders, living life means making blunders. It can make you shatter, you will try to fight the thunders. Trust me no matter what happens, because I will stay by your side in your heart. Whatever happens, remember that you can do anything you want. You can mature and listen to your gut. The right path will come when the time is right. Take your own method, looking for the one who's trying to be perfect, yeah. You will try to match it, don't be sad if you don't make it. You hope for wonders, living life means making blunders. It can make you shatter, you will try to fight the thunders. Trust me no matter what happens, because I will stay by your side in your heart. Whatever happens, remember that you can do anything you want. You can do anything you want.
Oh, I don't mind a little rain on my suit. A little bit of angry makes you cute. And we've been watching this show so long, but it feels like everything that we wrote went back into the pen we used. It won't take long, even when I'm without you, when I'm without you, babe. So listen up and play along. And that's how time flies, like we on a different timeline. Tell me that you're here and feeling down for anything. Oh, I'm down for anything. It's fine line that we keep on walking all night. Tell me that you're here and feeling down for anything. Oh, I'm down for anything. Down, 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 if we can keep it. Down, 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 if we can keep it. Down, down, down. Oh, I'm down for anything. Down, 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 if we can keep it. Down, 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 if we can keep it. Down, down, down. Oh, I'm down for anything. Yeah, we can make a mess inside this booth. You're taking me to places old and new. Sweeter sound than our favorite song. And it feels like every time that it comes on, we just roll on till the day's done and the lights gone. And it won't take long, even when I'm without you, when I'm without you, babe. So listen up and play along, yeah. And that's how time flies, like we on a different timeline. Tell me that you're here and feeling down for anything. Oh, I'm down for anything. It's fine line that we keep on walking all night. Tell me that you're here and feeling down for anything. Oh, I'm down for anything. Down, 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 if we can keep it. Down, 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 if we can keep it. Down, down, down. Oh, I'm down for anything. Down, 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 if we can keep it. Down, 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 if we can keep it. Down, down, down. Oh, I'm down for anything. For anything.
Oh, so suddenly you poison the air I breathe. But if you don't hate me, then why would you break me? Feel it in my bones, I'm about to lose control. Only so much I'm taking, so get yourself to safety. Cause baby, a storm is coming. You better heed the warning, pray. Don't stay, run away, 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 away. Feel how the rain is pouring. I'm a jet like a hurricane. Don't stay, run away, 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 away. would you break me? Feel it in my bones. I'm about to lose control. Only so much I'm taking. So get yourself to safety. 'Cause baby, a storm is coming. You better heed the warning, pray. Don't stay. Run away, 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 away. Feel how the rain is pouring. I'm at you like a hurricane. Don't stay. Run away, 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 away. Feel how the rain is pouring. I'm at you like a hurricane. Don't stay. Away, 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 away. My head in my hands, listen up, says my teacher. In front of the class, he says if you're not a believer, views, that's on you. Better shape up and pay your dues. Of my views, that's on you. I'll be on a flight soon to Vienna singing, ooh. Gotta know all this propaganda, how do you do? Better get it in my own medicine for you. Never gonna make them think I'll stand there. For all the things that I've said, pushing me closer to the edge. And I don't know let loose, don't mind if I do. For all the things that I've said, pushing me closer to the edge. And I don't know let loose, don't mind if I do. Free as the wind and as strong as a piece of amber. Give me a breath like the fire you'll soon remember. Ooh. I'll be on a flight soon to the end. I'm singing, ooh. Gotta know all this propaganda, how do you do? For all the things that I've said, pushing me closer to the edge. And I don't know let loose, don't mind if I do. For all the things that I've said, pushing me closer to the edge. And I don't know let loose, don't mind if I do.
I've been in and out my mind since I hit your phone. I've been counting up the times that I did you wrong. I just want you by my side when I get real gone. Feel it's been a little while since we got along, yeah. We've been playing stupid games, the situation rotates. And they say communication, safe relations, okay. Medicated how I'm patient, wasting time ain't the way. Cause I can see it on your face. I've been tossing, turning, staying up all night long. I've been calling, yearning, wondering what I did wrong. I could tell by your eyes you got something to hide. So open your mind up, let me inside, and let's make it right. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? Cause I keep trying to figure it out. Oh no, oh no. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? I'm only picking up what you're putting down. You'll be tripping, I don't know what about. So what's the problem right now? Okay, now hold up. Let me get something right off my chest. I've been meaning to read into it, time to put it to rest. Is it stress? Is it that I ain't answer your text? Don't you treat it like amnesia, you know I always forget. Stirring the pot real hot, watch how the plot thickens. Around the clock, tick tock, need more than 20 seconds to get your attention before it's on to the next thing. And I'm over here again wondering, can I hold ya, hear your truth, pull you closer, talk it through.
Girl, you know that I'm the one that you can come and complain to. Your silhouette's amazing, but your brain is a maze too.
So can you help me find my way while I find something to say?
I know the arguing just augments everything going both ways, but baby, I can see it on your face.
I've been tossing, turning, staying up all night long. I've been calling, yearning, wondering what I did wrong. I could tell by your eyes you got something to hide. So open your mind up, let me inside, and let's make it right. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? Cause I keep trying to figure it out. Oh no, oh no. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? I'm only picking up what you're putting down. You'll be tripping, I don't know what about. So what's the problem right now?
Came in and you're looking like a sign of grace. I know, but I can never match your name to face. My fault, I didn't notice it was out of place. You painting fairy tales on the wall, calling to the better of the halves of me. Please show me just a little bit of honesty. I'd hope I got a heart that I can salvage, but it's getting harder now to recall. I know, but I can never match your name to face. My fault, but when I noticed it was far too late, you left a fingerprint on my soul. For Karma's got a thing for me. We hold hands, make plans, keep the receipts. Karma, she's my best friend. One step closer, here's how it ends. Karma's got a thing for me. You see, you'll be digging up 6 feet. Karma's never let me down. My smile will kill when I cut you out. It's karma. It's okay to hurt your voice screaming in my face. I know you gotta bark when you don't got bite. Tell me, what's that like? What's that like? Being that insecure, acting up, immature. Had enough, I'm so bored. I'm so bored. You know what you are, you're a baby, little baby. Now you got hurt 'cause you made me. Yeah, you know what you are, you're a baby, little baby. You only got hurt 'cause you made me bored. It's karma. It's karma. Karma's got a thing for me. We hold hands, make plans, keep the receipts. Karma, she's my best friend. One step closer, here's how it ends. Karma's got a thing for me. You'll see, you'll be digging up 6 feet. Karma's never let me down. My smile will kill when I cut you out. Snip, snip, cutting your bullshit with a plot twist. Don't waste my time, I don't do toxic. I see you looking at me like she's so sweet. She's so nice, I can do what I like, right? Did I make you cry? I forgot that you're a you know what you are, you're a baby, little baby. You now you got hurt 'cause you made me. Yeah, you know what you are, you're a baby, little baby. You only got hurt 'cause you made me bored. It's karma. It's karma. It's karma. Snip, 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 snip. I'm so bored.
You sure do like to share your opinions, talking big like somebody's listening. Nobody's listening. It's so fun and games until it doesn't toss me out. I'll hit the ignition. Now you listen. Hop up in the window. Smaller and smaller you fade out. Hop up in the window. You cannot get my vibe, no, there's no way. I'm flying high above all your gravity, trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, hey, watch me levitate. You cannot get my vibe, no, there's no way. You can say what you want, call me insane, trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, hey, watch me levitate. Watch me levitate. Hey, watch me levitate. Try to paint me like an old name, so sorry, but we're not the same. No, we're not the same. Boo-hoo, poor you, please forgive me, 'cause I don't feel any pity. I'm fed up with lies, you wanted my demise. Now you're watching me rise, rise, rise. Up in the window, smaller and smaller you fade out. Up in the window. You cannot get my vibe, no, there's no way. I'm flying high above all your gravity, trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, hey, watch me levitate.
do apologise. Give me about 3 seconds while I just whip on the display capture, turn off the game capture. If you haven't noticed, things have slightly changed ever so slightly. I'm just going to put some gain on the stream as the bands come through, because we are actually not going to be observing this one. Instead, it's going to be the wonderful If Abby. I've put it in chat. Obviously, we'll see how that volume goes. We'll see how that volume sticks for now. But I'm actually not going to be observing this one. It's going to be the wonderful Ifem Abi, who's casting this stream in, I believe it's Turkish. He's going to be casting this stream in. So if you do speak Turkish, please go and send him some love. It's really appreciated that he's gone. I haven't worked out setting up a clean feed myself yet, so he's decided to take the reins on this best of 3. And that is also it. You may have noticed in the top right, I'm so glad my overlay little system works. Obviously, this overlay is not official. I've made it all myself. A nice little web tool I've made. It is actually going to be a best of 3 between Beşiktaş Esports and ITB Academy. Beşiktaş, we will be referring to them, as I've been told to, as BGK. I was having some lessons in chat on how to pronounce the team names, which is very much appreciated because, yeah, I'm still somewhat new to this as these map bans roll through. We're going to be starting things off out here on Chalet. Going to be, well, interesting to see how things start off here. Of course, we had Ying taken off the board there, Dokubi taken off the board, Azami and Arcade. So a bit of an interesting set of bans there. Not typically something we've been seeing all day. Ying especially has been quite prevalent all day. So obviously I believe that was ITBA's ban, wanting to get that taken off the board. Beşiktaş, now let's see what they can do, see what they can get cooking. I'm just going to be watching the volume here quickly, so do apologise if the casting is a bit off for 5 seconds. Right, we're going to leave it there at what I'll do is I'll set it to a 10 boost. I can't turn it up. I can't turn this stream up anymore. No. Right, so here we are. We actually have a wonderful clean feed, which means this is all amazing. And hopefully the observing will be better, because the one thing I know about Ifem Abi, he's been doing this a lot longer than I have, his observing is going to be a lot better than mine is. So not only is it really, really appreciated he gets this, as he gives us an overview of the top floor here. Yeah, it's just really nice to be able to actually see this. So I'm going to keep an eye on the sound levels. Obviously, if it is too quiet, too loud, please do tell me. I'm not going to touch them for a few minutes. I'm just going to wait till I get some first-person shooting and see where we're at. Move from there. But we're heading into this now. Well, you're going to look at this and we're going to go, right, let's see what things look like. It's Chalet. A map we've not seen just yet today. Not seen Chalet, ITB Academy play Chalet at all yet. This was actually the pick of Beşiktaş. They opted to come and pick this one as our... And, of course, this is our thing. It's the best of 3. You have to not just win the one map, you've got to win the 2. So you've got to keep going the entire time. We're going to be seeing the start here onto Library. Rorik. He's the one playing the close position. Supported not far away by Huava. Just watching. And that ACOG and the Vector, that thing, just like that, it gets in. Fiza taking out the lobby to start the match. ITB Academy find themselves in a numbers advantage to start things off with. I'm going to just turn the game up ever so slightly. There we go. Right, I reckon that will be good. If it is wrong, please do let me know in chat and I will fix it. Obviously, this is on a 4-minute delay. I couldn't restart the stream, so we are on an 8-minute delay. So I believe what FM has in his chat will be next. I'm also going to pop a shout out for him as well. There you go, type that one right, and there we go. We're going to send a shout out his way, so please do go give him some love as ITB Academy continue to just look Beşiktaş out of this. And this is what we were saying a minute ago on Cafe Dostoyevsky. ITB Academy's defenses, they've been strong, they've been near impenetrable so far. Throughout the matches we've watched them, teams have been really, really struggling to get anything against them. And Shoxel, well, he's gotten 2 for his own here. Position's known from the Banshee. Flashbang's going to be going out, but he's turned a 1v3 into a 1v5. Still not quite winnable. Still going to have to make some magic happen. He's got a minute and a half left to do so. Got plenty of time, and he's, well, make that 1v5 a 1 versus 2. Here we go. This could be, but no, Ryden's going to shut it out. ITB Academy, well, they get themselves the first round here on Chalet. Beautiful, 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 beautiful start there. ITB Academy, of course, winning. And there's not quite the delay on the clean feed, unless we've had a rehost that I don't know about. So perhaps we will, yeah, that's fine. I've got my delay on. That is all good. Actually, that's delayed. So yeah, okay, it is delayed. I'm just being silly. Right, so yeah, we are slightly behind. I couldn't restart the stream and work it all out. Still working all this out, so do apologies. We will be slightly behind the team, so perhaps just stay off Twitter when the game gets close to being over. But we're not there yet. It's the best of 3. We've got a while to go yet. We've got at least 2 maps of this. Map Veto, actually have a quick talk about that over while we hit through the prep phase. So the first map that was banned out was Bank. Bank taken out by Beşiktaş. Nighthaven Labs. Lair followed. Consulate then was taken out by ITB Academy. First map pick was Chalet, picked by Beşiktaş. And ITB opted to start on the defense. Obviously a wise decision. That is what they've been excelling at all day. Why wouldn't you choose to start on the defense?
5 seconds
Second map
remaining.
was picked also by ITB Academy. You can see up there, and that is going to be Cafe
Attackers
Dostoyevsky.
are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Followed up by our final decider of the night. Clubhouse and Border were taken out, and Skyscraper was brought in. So we saw Cafe a second ago from ITB Academy, and it was a really, really strong Cafe, especially on those defences. They were able to get into it quite easily and do a really good job of it. So I've got a feeling they've got that one. They've got a good chance in that one, but however, Salim, he just takes Ryden off the board just like that. Taken out of the lobby, and not the greatest. Again, it's these 5 versus 4s we tend to start with ITB Academy, where they will often lose these initial engagements going into a game. It tends to be something that happens quite a lot for them. And, well, it's not the end of the world when it happens, because they are always able to come back. These players, they have individual prowess, they have an individual skill, but with Rorik's position being all but locked in here by the Koan, he's got a choice. He can try and run or he can try and fight. It's a bit of a fight or flight moment here. Shoxall, drone's going to go in. Drone's going into Solarium, just trying to see if he can find the player. Now, Beşiktaş, they're a strong team. They always make it far in these qualifiers. I've heard their name plenty of times before. My first opportunity to cast them. I heard their name plenty of times before. They're a strong roster, and no doubt, well, they're going to be putting up a good fight through this game. It continues to be Rorik here, stuck upstairs, just waiting to see if he can get anything, if he can escape with his life. His position's made by the Koan, but will obviously getting kept safe by that mute jammer. So lovely pressed by his feet, and time's ticking away here for Beşiktaş. They need to keep moving. And just as I say that, here we go. Gutter on mezzanine, drops below. Drops below to engage with his player below. You just saw a second ago, I believe that's Akari downstairs. He drops the gutter, and so does Heavy. And well, Beşiktaş, they find themselves in a 5 versus 2 advantage as Rorik makes it a 4 versus 2. Playing piano, but Huava's stuck in the basement. No, go for a really deep flank here, but Rorik's got to be able to hold off the attacking team long enough. It's actually going to be Rorik upstairs who's targeted by the Demos, which gives Huava the perfect opportunity to slip upstairs, totally unmarked, unnoticed, and his impact is felt. He drops the limb. Huava also gets Fiza, double kill for him, and that's a bit of a fight between him and Gutter. Going to get dropped, and now Rorik left to 1 versus 2. We've seen some amazing plays from him on Cafe, but can he continue this trend going into Chalet? 40 seconds left, plenty of time for the attacking team to work it out, try and isolate these engagements here. Not to mention the Deimos is on the board, and exactly that is going to happen. Here comes the death mark tracker. Unless Rorik can get to one of these mute jammers, his position will be known. There you go. Going to hide in the mute jammer, deny the Deimos that position, and he's just going to hide. The fuse's going to be going down, and Rorik's got to be doing something about it. He's just checking his scores, making sure nothing quite happens, but both the players are in office. And he's not going to be able to win it out. Bodov locks it out, and Beşiktaş get themselves around on the board, and we are 1-all to start off this game. Really, really, really good start here from both sides. I think we're going to be in for a bit of a barn burner of a best of 3 here. I think this one could go all the way to 3. We're going to be seeing Skyscraper at the end of this. Of course, we'll see how things fare. It's early days just yet, as ITB Academy, they move their way down into the basement, into Snowmobile, just to go and see what they can do down there. Seeing fairly standard setup. Fenry's being bought a lot more
Attackers need to locate and defuse
than we've seen
bombs.
typically so far today. Vigil on Raiden, Bosch G. We saw it quite a bit earlier from Bon.Voyage. However, it's the first time we've actually seen ITB Academy bring out the Bosch G, if memory serves correctly. So it'll be interesting to see how things pan out here as we go through into our 3rd round. Standard setups coming in now, nothing too crazy.
Attackers have discovered the location of a
Just
bomb.
letting things go through, and well, everything's happening as one would expect to be on Chalet. See an overview of absolutely everything. So they've opted not to take anything to defend the front Snowmobile. I mean, playing the bandit trick in there is a very, very dangerous game. So I'm unsurprised in a way that they wouldn't opt to defend it.
Attackers are heading out.
But then obviously, you never know. Be curious to see what exactly happens. What exactly happens? Here comes Ryden. I spawn peeking with the Bosch G. I don't think he's going to be able to quite catch anyone coming out of Campfire, I believe. It's just Gutter left back over on that side. And oh, I love this vertical angle here as well. And this is why this spot is a really, in Solarium, is a really strong spot. Because not only do you have that spawn peak onto the Campfire, you can also watch the small garage entrance below, the small garage entrance below, as well as that trophy window. As you know, I think the player's actually creeping into office. Here comes Fiza. Ready to go into office and push his way onto this vigil, but Rorik takes him out. Able to save the day, and well, ITV Academy's roam it holds strong for me. You've got one plate repelled on the big window here on BJK just to see if they can get anything. Raiden's going to think about peeking it, but not quite. You don't want to peek it. It's a very difficult angle to take from the defensive side, that one. So instead, it's just going to hide. And the thing is this, the roam game for ITV Academy is still holding strong. Still doing really great. We're halfway through the round now, and BGK, they're still trying to clear these top 4 players, still trying to force them out of their positions. They're quite hunkered in, and well, they are certainly making progress on it, but Salim drops upstairs. Shoxall, also, his position's known in Trophy. Rorik's got himself a double kill for the round now. And well, it's effective 2 versus 5. It is a 2 versus 5 for Beşiktaş now. The players of ITB Academy are all over them this round. It's just not quite able to get the foot in. Lost the player early on, and as a result, just haven't quite been able to open up the round perhaps the way they would have wanted to. Bit of a spray back now to West Stairs, but no, it's a bit of a run up from Huava, run up the stairs, and the fuse is recovered, sure, but Shoxall, the 1 versus 5 now. He's got the 1 versus 4, he got the trade back, but 56 HP, and he's not going to be quite able to do it. Akari sends ITB Academy their second round, and well, we now 2-1 in the lead. I'm not part of the team. They are 2-1 in the lead. So, phenomenal work from them, of course. However, now it's all down. Beşiktaş, do they respond? Are they able to actually respond? Are they able to get away with more? As we make our way in there, have a quick flash at the scoreboard here, and as you can see, Rorik's doing very well for ITB Academy. He's been doing well all day. Absolute, really great performances from him. Unsurprised. Shoxall on the side of Beşiktaş also doing a phenomenal job. Just doing a great job, generally speaking, to keep. That's a lot of fire. That is a hell of a lot of fire over there. And well, Beşiktaş, they're doing a great job. Doing great. That last attack didn't work out so well, but this time we see the Blitz on the board. The Blitz, an ever so popular pick today. A lot of aggressive plays on these Blitzes. A lot. It's always fun to see because it often indicates we're going to get a very fast, aggressive round. Though the rest of the operators on the board, I don't know if they can always quite lean to that. You have the Capital. You have the Capital, sure. You can definitely use that to mask and execute. 9 attacker defender's presence on the map. Sentry, also the first time we're seeing her on board. Sentry, Striker, first time we're seeing Striker ball on the board today as well. Sentry definitely seems to be the more popular of the two as we go through this season. And now, one thing I also want to bring up here, as I've really not talked about much, is actually next week's update, or next week's qualifier, right? It's actually going to be played on a new season back here. These two, we're still technically in Operation New Blood. Striker and Sentry are the new toys on the block. And, oh, hold on a second here. Rorik's just about to get away from his life in a difficult position upstairs. But next week's qualifier will be in a new patch, which could dramatically shift up the powerhouse of some of these teams. Because obviously a lot of these teams have probably been scrimming on the test server with the likes of Scopos and everyone else on the board. So there's a good chance that some teams may find it a bit easier or may find it a bit more difficult. Next week, of course, we'll only find out next week. Blair, also, it's been in the pool. It's not been played a massive amount, but here comes the rush I was on about. And completely unaware, Raiden gets dropped by the Blitz. Gutter gets the kill. Well, Father, he's holding on strong with the 9mm C1 there, dropping members of Beşiktaş like flies. And well, it's now just Shoxall left. 1 versus 4. ITV Academy look posed to take another round. So, I'm just going to wait. ITB Academy, we've seen them in these situations before, and they don't tend to give a lot. They tend to just be waiting and waiting a hell of a lot. They don't tend to give freebies away. You see some teams in these qualifiers, they do tend to give freebies away as way. Almost a bit of a freebie. But they're not going to throw around because they might give away 1 or 2, but then eventually, just like there, Akari's going to take it. Good stuff from ITB Academy, and well, they get themselves 3 and a second round in a row. Head to the penultimate round of the half. So, objective going to be defending back upstairs this time. Back upstairs, not able to be successfully defending it yet. So we'll see whether ITV Academy are going to be able to get that and get this across the line. Of course, you don't know what quite could happen here. I think this is still quite anyone's game. Of course, we have seen a lot of ITB, I wouldn't say woes on the attack, but the attacks certainly haven't been quite as strong and as dominant as the defences have been for ITB. Academy, so it'll be interesting to see when the sides flip. That's what I want to see. I want to see how their attacks fare. Of course, for ITB Academy, they've guaranteed themselves at least an even half. They could walk away with more. Then they're obviously going to want more, because I've not seen Beşiktaş defend. For all I know, they could have the same iron fought, teamwork-centric defences that we see of ITB Academy. So we'll continue to wait and see how things are going to press on here as the round goes on. Nothing too out of the ordinary from the lineups of ITB Academy, but on the other side of
10
things,
seconds to go.
this screams rush. Blitz, Glaz, Nomad, Capital and Amari. I mean, if it don't work once, let's give it a second shot. I've got a feeling we're going to be seeing a very, very, very quick round here. Both no doubt will be playing on the big window or from Campfire, locking down Solarium or the site, one or the other. Well, ITB Academy, they've got opted for 3 players on a bit of a roam here. So if Beşiktaş are able to strike site incredibly quickly and just try and play off the retakes, they could be in for a very, very simple round here. So we'll see how things fare. Of course, you've got Huava down in the basement, but Rorik, he's going for something with the Bosch G, and well, going to think better of it, rotates back upstairs. Nash, just a waiting him game to see when Beşiktaş is going to press that go trigger, because what you'll see in a round like this is even when we say rush, it's not necessarily rushing right off the bat. It tends to be a case of they're going to get ready, and as soon as everything's in its right place, 3, 2, 1, go, bam, 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 game's over, just like that. But as we say that, ITB Academy, I believe that was Rorik, found an opener onto Fiza, drops him out the lobby, and well, that's the Nomad. And that is when you're playing a rush and you're not necessarily doing a full map sweep prior to the rush, it can tend to be a bit of a problem. Here comes the rush, but Gutter gets dropped. Bodov gets dropped, Salim gets dropped, and well, it's 2 versus 4. Beşiktaş not quite in the strongest position here. Shock's all left, 1 versus 3. But now both these players have got a teammate down that they could opt to go and get up. No doubt Akari will get picked up as Heavy drops Gutter, and now it's just Shoxall. Left 1 versus 3, possibly 1 versus 4, depends if anyone decides to go downstairs and give your team a hand. But I reckon ITB Academy think they've got this. They know right there. Rorik with the vigil. Good amount of kills for him that round there. Got quite a few on the board that round. Did some really good work with the Bosch early on. Beşiktaş, their rush is shut down. And ITB Academy extend their lead ever so slightly further now. Which, you know, is going to be good for them. Obviously, as I keep muttering on, their defences are going to be crucial. Getting these defensive rounds, because if Beşiktaş have similar defences to what ITB Academy tend to bring, we may see some scrappier rounds, I think, coming from ITB Academy. It'll be interesting to see how they're able to attack here. And we've also not seen Chalet from them so far. Oh, I've personally not seen Chalet from them so far, so I don't know how they tend to play it on the attack. Obviously fairly sort of standard, and well, one thing that ITB Academy have really not bothered at all with this game, and there's not been much of it at all. There's not been much play around the hard breach. Any of these objectives. I don't recall seeing a bandit once. We've had a few mutes bought, but I've not seen any bandits brought onto the table ever, really. So it'll be curious to see if that trend sort of continues as we go into the second half of this map. May do, may well not. But then that means, of course, Beşiktaş, they don't have to worry about bringing you as much utilities now. Instead of the Thatcher, they can probably opt on, like, say there. Instead of the Thatcher, you can opt onto the Twitch, focus more on getting rid of other pieces of utilities, such as those FNAT mines, the Goo mines, and well, just like that, Ryden's taken out the lobby, obviously going for something on the spawn peaks there, and it didn't quite work out so well, and Beşiktaş get themselves a man advantage to start this off, and well, He's still on the roam upstairs, and so Rorik and Huava for that matter. They're still having a bit of a wonder, seeing what they can do, and of course this is going to be the first point of contact for Beşiktaş. Rorik upstairs, they're going to have to try and clear him out. Does he know where the players are though? He can hear the one just hopped in from Solarium, but does he know where's one tucked right next to him in the bathroom? Yes he does, and he's able to get away with his life. He's of course not able to get the one in the bathroom, but Rorik is certainly stuck between a rock and a hard place here, but he's able to make it work. He drops Gutter. And now, it's a bit of a, we could take a moment. The circle, members of Beşiktaş are circling ITB Academy. Where they started in the man disadvantage, it's still going to stick, unfortunately for ITB. Bodov is eventually able to drop Rorik, and well, they don't know about Huava, who's made his way upstairs. A really scrappy engagement here, but he's not able to win it out. Runs out of ammo in the magazine, I think, there. Bodov on a double. And it's just Akari. Left 1 versus 3. What can he do? Going to get sprayed through from the long angle by Salim, and he's going to also be the one to be able to take out the round. And Beşiktaş get themselves a second 1.5. 4-2. Not bad attacking half by any means for Beşiktaş. Now, of course, we get the interesting part for me. How do ITB Academy fare for themselves on the attacks? Do they have the woes that we've seen on a few other maps where we've seen even halves from them mostly across the board, or do we see some strength come out? I'm going to be opting for a kitchen dining defense to start off with from BGK. And a very trap-centric lineup here. Or, never mind. Valkyries. Of course, we've got the cap can on the board. Traps and, well, Deimos being brought out. It was banned away from ITB Academy last map, and I did query it. Maybe they knew something I didn't. Because, look at, there you go. Rorik straight off the Deimos. There. I'm assuming that would be ITB Academy thinking they're not going to be playing. It's not all the time we see kitchen dining be a first. So I think one of my favourite things about Chalet is different teams do tend to have very different preferences to what regards their order to the objective. Some teams do like to start off with the top floor, whereas other teams like to start in the basement. Or you get teams like Beşiktaş, where they like to start in the middle. Every team seems to have preferences. So, and I believe it was Bar Gaming we actually started off with for ITB Academy. So, everyone has preferences. And that's what I do quite enjoy watching about Chalet. And we're going to be seeing something a bit wacky here. Ryden's swapped onto the Sense. And Sense is really, really strong pick on this objective. There's similar to what there was on Cafe, if you were there for that game, there was a drone you can roll a RE projector straight through, and it basically cuts the site in half. Cuts all of dining in half, makes it very, very difficult to make rotates and deny diffuses. And Ryden's going to be playing right there. Not it's on that wall around that area. We'll just see what we can make happen now. No initial early kills this time around. No crazy spawn kills coming out from the side of Beşiktaş. ITB Academy is slowly making a presence, slowly pushing a bit closer, and this Solarium Repel, where it seems a bit dangerous here. I'm a bit concerned for this. I've got a feeling this is where we're going to have our opening engagement. Players' positions, they're getting marked out here. The drone network for ITB Academy is good. Beşiktaş, their games certainly are known, but they can still win the ones, as we've seen a few times this game. Good team of fraggers. So, minute mark passes. Nothing's happened just to yet in this round. Players continue to fall back from the sides of Beşiktaş. They've still got a few upstairs though. And well, Salim, he's able to get Ryden with a C4. Traded immediately back by Huava. It's 4 apiece. Make that ITB pushing themselves into an advantage. And just as I say that, Bodolf, he comes up west stairs, gets himself 2. And suddenly it's ITB Academy on the back foot. Half the round left to go. And well, Huava, diffuser's kit cold on the floor. He's got to go and grab it. Picks it up. Suava and Heavy. Make that just Heavy to do this. Triple kill for Bodolf. Heavy left 6 HP, knows the player's still downstairs, untaken care of him. Well, I think Bodolf's going to be coming closer. He's going to try and force him out of position there, Shoxall, but he's going to get immediately dropped. And well, Heavy, one's upstairs, one's down. Make that both now on the same floor as him. Heavy, he's got a sliver of HP, 1 bullet, and he's out of this round. So it's going to be a difficult one, but and his position's known. Does have the car 1 hives though, still got those in pocket. He's just got to pick his moment. Diffuser is cold, he's not able to get onto site either. May look to opt one out, but look at this. Bodolf's coming closer. I don't know if he knows about the rotate or not. Yes, he does. That's surely a free ping onto the road. No, that's a ping onto the other player. So, I don't know if he knows that Bodolf pushed up the stairs or not. 30 seconds left now. Plenty of time. He knows. But the problem is it's a crossfire and it's not one he's going to win. Bodolf's able to close out. Beşiktaş get their first defensive round on the board and bring the scoreline a little closer. 4-3 now. And well, it all continues on, of course. Beşiktaş, that was a strong defense from them, and that flank there underneath from Bodolf, well, that was able to clear it out and really pushed the round back into the favour of ITB out of ITB Academy's hands. You know, it started as a round in Beşiktaş's favour. ITB fought and had a bit of a scrap in the middle of the round, pushed it back into their favour a bit, but then it was the flank from Bodolf on West Stairs that was able to lock it out for Beşiktaş. And well, first attack of ITB Academy, not so successful. Rorik, he continues to have a really, really good game. 11 and 5 at the minute. On on the scoreboard, pulling up really, really good numbers. Deimos is going to get passed around a little bit onto the Huava. And well, look at the side of Beşiktaş. Shocksalt and Bodolf both having really, really good games so far. 7, 14 and 11 between the two of them. And well, for the first time this game, we're actually seeing some wall denial being bought, or some proper like dedicated wall denial being bought. We're seeing a bandit on the board. Snowmobile will not be having... God. Snowmobile might have a bit more difficulty getting open. Thatcher's not being bought, but again, you can use the pocket EMPs, but I don't think they're going to have them. They're going to be relying on the Rotero drones, likely the Flores instead. As you saw the Echo drone there, having a little bit of a boogie. And well, if you're a Beşiktaş fan, you may be boogieing if these spawn peaks are successful. None of them are going to quite be able to get anyone, I don't think, but nonetheless, some kills will be. Because we got an ult, we're seeing a bit of going for the feet hole here, trying to deny that Bantrick, and as much as great as having that Goyo there is, the Vulcan canister, it does also mean if it gets detonated, if the attacking team are quick enough, they can go and deny it. But hello, what's this? Tubarão is on the board. Bodolf able to completely stop BG ITV Academy in their steps. Bandit battery is going to be deployed down. I don't know if that rest of that wall will be opened or not. I suppose we'll have to... We can wait and see. You can see it in the top left where you got the white dots. Those are the reinforcements that have been placed. So if you see one of those turn into an X, or maybe not. Maybe I'm lying. Maybe I'm not professional. Get a new caster, please. Get a new caster. Can we have some better casters, please? Like, we've got some great observing. We've got some amazing observing. And you've got myself casting. And well, here comes the Deimos tracker. Salim's going to be the victim of it. Huava's going to be pushing through. Wow. Just looking for players on the top floor, but not quite able to find any. There are no more upstairs. You got one player from Beşiktaş still on the top floor, just rotated downstairs in Shocksall, but Salim up the west stairs. A problematic point for ITB Academy before, but he's going to think better of it. He's going to opt to just continue to hide in the laundry hallway. Gutter. Getting sprayed through in Shocksall. He gets sprayed down by Heavy. Good start from ITB Academy. 2 minutes in now almost, and they've just gotten the first pick of the round. So a bit of a slower paced one than what we used to see. Front wall did get opened at some point during that round, but the Tubarão did a good job. The Zoto canisters did a good job of wasting time and making it difficult. Entrance into small garages all but guaranteed, and I don't know if Rorik knows about the one playing the basement hallway. That'll be Salim. Yes, he does now. And now Salim's got a choice. He can either try and push the gunfight, and he is going to do so, but he's going to lose it. Rorik gets it. ITB Academy. 2 men, make it 3 men in the lead now. Bodolf C4 is going to go out, not quite able to connect with anyone. And well, ITB Academy just seem to be at every single point of this so far. And well, there you go. Rorik gets another double kill in this round, and it's flawless round for ITB Academy. Closed out there by Huava, making his way down the back stairs and straight into the Aruni. And well, there you have it. ITB Academy are able to get themselves a defensive round. We're at 5-3 now. They're able to get themselves an offensive round. Sorry. ITB Academy, of course, looking good on the attacks. We're 2 for 2 on the attacks at the minute. Or we're 1 for 1 on the attacks. Sorry. At the minute. It's all evens just at the second. No team seems to be totally far in the lead. Of course, this is where the question will be. The tertiary bomb site. You're not able to always defend the bomb site. Obviously, if you do win 3 in a row, BGK, they could have chosen to go back to the basement, but when you lose flawlessly, typically there's more issues with the site and your setup than there would have been. If it was a close round, you may opt to retake it, give it a second shot. However, doesn't tend to quite be what you do when you lose a flawless, you don't tend to want to go back there, because ITB Academy almost definitely had their Beşiktaş's number there, and yeah, I think they'll be avoiding that site for a little bit at least. So simply up to the top floor, where we can see if they're going to be able to get themselves any rounds, get themselves a round on the board, and get themselves a bit closer to equalising that scoreboard. ITB Academy, it's a fairly standard lineup, no rushes this time. We've seen quite a few of those attempted by Beşiktaş, not quite the same from ITB, and well, we haven't all day really. ITB don't tend to do the rushes too often. So Fia's on the board, get rid of those castle barricades. They've been causing a lot of problems all day, slowing players down, so it's good to bring dedicated utility for it. Going to be Huava likely. Pushes through the basement here, and his first point of contact is going to be Shocksall, roaming through the basement here on the Warden, just having a hunt, trying to see if he can find anything. Will he be able to? Not quite sure. We'll have to see. And well, yes he will. Guava gets dropped by Shoxall, and well, they knew he was there, they just lost the gunfight. Upstairs, Hobby. Maybe he trades back onto Gutter. And we're 4 apiece now. Just got to see if you can clear out that basement player, but he's out of basement now. Shoxall, he's worked his way back upstairs. Likely going to be going for a flank there. When ITB Academy, they're going to know that's happening. That's going to be in the back of their minds all round. Watch what you're doing, because there's a player behind you ready to pounce at any moment. So it's a good position for Beşiktaş here. Probably there, I'd say they're probably in the advantage right now. Walls have been opened though. Salimis on the forefront of this office hold. Shoxall just chilling in kitchen for the time being. Not going to do anything too crazy. Do have 2 C4s in the pocket from the side of Beşiktaş. And especially now considering that both Fiza and Shoxall were playing the vertical angles, they could definitely play something off this. They could definitely play some really good vertical angles here.
By attackers.
And Shoxall, he's the one with the other C4 in pocket. Or Salim gets dropped by Heavy. Double kill for him. And now it's going to be one of these players from below of Beşiktaş. Will they work their way back upstairs? Or are they going to... Are they going to make their way back? Let's just take a pause and see. These C4s are ready. Likely the first one's going to be going yellow ping comes out, and here comes Shoxall. He's going to be able to get it, but I don't think it quite hit the ceiling. And no, diffuser goes down for the first time all game. ITB are in the advantage for this situation. 4-2. Make it a 2 versus 2 now. Fiza's got a double for himself. Could this retake work? It might well. Just Fiza gets 1 and a 3rd for himself. And it's a 1 versus 1. Shoxall currently 8 and 8. The most amount of kills on the team for the side of Beşiktaş. But he's got to push. And it's the Warden. It's the perfect operator. And just like that, Beşiktaş get themselves away with around a situation that looked unwinnable. 2 versus 4. They're able to make it happen. And with enough time to do so. Beşiktaş 4-3. Just closer to leveling things up here in Chalet.
Defender mission successful.
Now, move on to round 10. Ever so close to that famous, my loved 5 apiece, where everyone's one round away from moving on to match point and the chance in overtime. Of course, overtime doesn't necessarily. Of course, you want to avoid overtime. If you're a team, you're going to be wanting all of these games. You want to win them all 7-0, 7-0. You know, that's how you want to end the best of 3. However, we're not quite in that best of 3 state. We're in a state of you just want to win at the end of the day. Doesn't matter whether it's a 4, doesn't matter whether it's a 7-8 or whether it's a 7-0. You just want to win the game. And in these best of 3s as well, stamina could become a question. Of course, you've made all this way up to these qualifiers to play. You've made all this way through these qualifiers and you've been playing best of 1s. It's only up until the round of 16 where you then go to play. You then have to play these best of 3s, round of 16 as we are now. And so we've got 16 teams remaining for this week. In this week's tournament, as we look here, I'm just going to have a slip on through into qualifier number 2. We hopefully can... Liquipedia has not been populated just yet. But if we look into last week's, the top 16, 9-16. So last week's top 16 teams were ITB Academy, amongst with a handful of others. And then, of course, you have your teams... Team 1-8 where Beşiktaş, they actually came... Beşiktaş, I believe they came in the top 4. No, top 8. But yeah, Beşiktaş were top 8 last week against, I believe, Go Next, which was another team I was asked to have a look at earlier. So we'll see. We'll see quite exactly what happens there. Of course, can't cast Sundays, unfortunately, working. So this will be my last game for this qualifier. But then we've got more next week. And, well, who needs to look to next week? We've got this wonderful game of Chalet on our hands. If you're just joining us, currently round 10, it's been fairly blow for blow so far. ITV Academy definitely had the upper hand on the defensive half, scored 4-2 half for themselves. Beşiktaş, they're doing well on the attack. They've currently won 2 out of 3 of them that have been played so far. And as we get to round 10, I still think it could be anyone's game here, honestly. Especially as Beşiktaş move towards those tertiary bomb sites. ITB Academy have got a real chance of getting their match point soon and shortly. As we'll be heading to here. For now, Otero Drone's going to be going into kitchen. Not quite able to be successful and get anything just yet. And we're a minute and a half into the round, halfway through now. And there's been no picks yet. Very, very, very close call there. Beautiful shot from Ryan. I don't think he quite hit the C4. Looked like it, but didn't quite there. Shoxel takes a bit of damage upstairs, trying to retreat from that deep roam. And Gutter is played up there. Interesting choice there. Shotgun, M870, not something you see too often on the Bandit, and definitely could cause problems. But hold on, here comes the second C4. No, I've got a feeling that one missed a little bit, but it's a trade from both sides. ITB Academy is starting to take the lead a little bit here now. All the remaining players of Beşiktaş are in or around the objective. ITB Academy, they've got 50 seconds to work it around. FiZa trying to make something happen, I think, a bit here. Maybe going for a bit of a flank, getting into the game, getting closer to the gaming hallway, closer to the back stairs. And there you are, going up the back stairs now. FiZa getting ready to make something happen. It's the one thing I really love about FTNY. It shows you where all the players are. But there's a beautiful C4 from Salim. Brings Beşiktaş back into the round right as well. Swings the balance back into his team's favour. FiZa, flank is successful also. While they focus on the C4, FiZa's able to sneak upstairs, but now it's FiZa left in a 1 versus 2 positions node. Huava closes out with ITB Academy secure round 10. More importantly, get themselves onto match point. 7-4 now for, or 6-4 now for the scoreline at the minute, meaning that ITB Academy have got 2 more chances to secure this out in regulation. Beşiktaş have to win the next 2 without dropping a map around. You drop around, we're going to be going straight into map 2, and I think now's a prime opportunity to call a tactical timeout, a bit of a slowdown, a bit of a talk to just see who's going on, who's having a bit of a, what the problem is, because you look at the scoreboard for Beşiktaş. Sure, you've got players not quite positive, but there's no one, I wouldn't say severely dropping it down. It's just the 1v1s, and I think when the round gets a little bit scrappy tends to be when they fall behind a bit. ITB and Academy, on the other hand, Rorik is continuing to have a great day. 15-7 at the minute. He's got a lot of kills today. I may have to go back over the stream and count up how many kills he got, because he's been playing an impeccable job today. Well, there goes the timeout. Timeout is done, and well, let's just see how it continues. Round 11 now. We're going to be going back to basement. Beşiktaş are opting for. Didn't work out quite so well for them last time. I believe it was a flawless round from ITB Academy. So they think they want to give it another shot. They've had the timeout. They've had the chance not only reset from the timeout, but you also get that opportunity to sort of have a pause and just have a bit of a change up of strategy. And we're going to be seeing mostly the same operator pick. So it's actually how they're going to be playing the round that is going to change. Not the overall operator selection, at least, will be seeing too much of a change. It'd be interesting to see how exactly Beşiktaş adapt to this one. Obviously, as I said, didn't go so well for them last time. So ITB Academy, they're probably going to see this basement bomb site and get a lick of confidence, which may be why we're seeing operators such as the Blitz on the board. I've got a feeling the car is going to be running down those stairs very, very quickly. Not a massive amount of presence on the hard breach, but again, you don't really need to. I don't think too much down this site. And now, operators locked in, and we get into round 11. Beşiktaş just taking their time out. So they really want to be seeing if they can win this one. Or will we continue to edge closer to our first overtime of the day? Standard looking start here from ITB Academy. Nothing out of the ordinary. No spawn peaks as well. Always good to see. There's a bit of a bane for them in Cafe. Definitely cost them a few rounds. So it's good to see we don't have some spawn peaks to have to deal with. Goes heavy, makes his way into office, starts immediately working on that vertical angle, starts to see if he can catch anyone off guard. Sightline directly into the objective. And there is a player right there, he won't know it, obviously we can see the outline. There's a player right underneath that hatch. Nice bit of work there, continuing on the floor, and well, nice little grenade. Salim, his position's going to be given away. Question of, is he going to continue to fight for this trophy position, or is he going to sort of fall back a bit from it? There, he's going to opt to fall back, sees the vertical pressure. And that was Rorik, I believe, from all the way upstairs. Very, very quickly caught Gutter trying to run away. Caught out, and Rorik continuing to have the great day he has been. As ITB Academy, they've got their opening pick now. They can just afford to base things down ever so slightly. FiZa, he's going to be trying to get up the fireplace stairs, but not quite going to be able to get anyone off of that. Just slow droning out now, ITB Academy. Of course, just looking to see looking to spot a weakness, looking to spot an opening that they can take advantage of. It's how they won the last last time this site was they just got an opening and were able to get 3 kills very quick succession, and it was over just like that. So they're looking for a similar thing again, I reckon, ITV Academy. They're just looking for an opening, and they've got the opening kill. So worst comes to worst, you can just try and play the trade game. But there we go. Here comes. You can hear them all my magnets there, denying utility, and here comes all the hard breach. They're not even going to be bothered opening up the front snowmobile garage. Seems like it's going to be Bodolf here with DMR. Slandown put the pause on the hard breach. Not going to be able to deny and demand it, obviously. There's certainly people watching it. Goyo gets marked out by the Daemon. Suava shooting through. Not quite the player he was after, so he's going to call off the death mark. And, well, bit of a stall here from ITB Academy. Just waiting now for something to happen. Calling out players, and look at this. Salim and Fiza, they've creeped their way upstairs. Do ITV Academy know about them? They're checking every corner. Just obviously on the players on site to hold it down, and there you go. Huava gets Salim. Not quite able to get the second one onto Fiza. Beşiktaş still numbers disadvantage, but ITV Academy, they're going to have to be cautious. They know there's a player behind them now. There's a player playing the flank, and they're going to use the opportunity to push this to the site in a 4 versus 2. But no, the Blitz isn't able to get one from afar. Elsewhere, Fiza gets one, and it's ITB Academy just about right and getting 2 kills of his own. And well, we are going to be going to our second map, Cafe Dostoyevsky. We will be back ever so shortly with map 2 of this best of 3 series, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a few. Well, we won't be back in a few because we want to look at the scoreboard. Look at how well Vorik's been doing. Obviously, Beşiktaş have been doing an amazing job, but best of 3 continues. We'll be back in a second.
Watch me levitate. Watch me levitate. Hey, hey, watch me levitate. Open the window. Open the window. Open the window. Open the window.
Watch me levitate, watch me levitate, watch me levitate, watch me levitate, levitate. Watch me levitate, watch me levitate, watch me levitate, watch me levitate.
Watch me levitate. You gotta kill my vibe, no, there's no way. I'm flying high above all your gravity, trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, hey, watch me levitate. You gotta kill my vibe, no, there's no way. You can say what you want, call me insane, trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, hey, watch me levitate. Watch me levitate. Hey, hey, watch me levitate.
Don't think he ever really knew me. I have run quite a distance, so in some ways I'm truly different. In some way I kept my soul. I ain't got time if you want me to freeze up. I'm new now, I found the flow. I'ma need you to keep up, not slowing down anymore.
What you want, don't ever call me a sidekick. You know what I want, girl, I'm tryna make you my chick. Hey, yo, excuse me, please don't confuse me. Liquid in my cup, I keep it juicy, juicy.
I used to be like that way back then. I was way back then. My hat brings back then. Five on the hip. In case the ops pull up, my homie Tabby always had the hook up.
What you want, don't ever call me a sidekick. You know what I want, girl, I'm tryna make you my chick. Hey, yo, excuse me, please don't confuse me. Liquid in my cup, I keep it juicy, juicy.
I used to be like that way back then. I was way back then. My hat brings back then. Five on the hip. In case the ops pull up, my homie Tabby always had the hook up.
I've been looking, finding all what is inside. I'm taking in all the lights. Oh, I'm not used to this. I'm not looking back, I'm not clear. And if you love me, you let me fly.
I got lost at night under the stars up in the sky. Directions hard to find under the stars up in the sky. I got lost at night under the stars up in the sky. Directions hard to find under the stars up in the sky. I don't know where to take this, I don't wanna break this. We're living in the moment, we're living in the moment. Your head is on my shoulder, but we're getting older. Baby, it's you and I. You and I. Yeah, we're stars in the sky. Oh, you and I. Yeah, we're stars in the sky. You say that you're leaving me, the same thing you said last night. You can't do it peacefully, you won't go without a fight. So when I go, I know you'll follow me. I don't want slamming doors.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you ever so much for sticking with us through the break. Do apologise that there was actually still a few minutes left on the timer. Unfortunately, I'm sort of none the wiser to obviously these teams can decide how long they wish to take for their breaks. So in this case, they were a bit quicker than we thought they would be. We did have a little tech pause, I believe it is after the bans, for sound glitch, as we all love to see and we're all familiar with in Rainbow Six. Now, Beşiktaş getting rid of the Montaigne. Take the Montaigne off the board, why not? Just to see if they can get rid of it. Shields have been a problematic point for teams all day. The shields have definitely been problematic. Ying, also problematic. We've had these very heavy, like frag heavy executes that have just been causing a lot of problems, I'd say, for some of the teams. So to get him off the board, it's a good sign set to the bans. Move on to our first defensive ban here, ITB Academy. This time round, they're going to be starting on the defense, which is going to be, which we will see how this works. I'm just going to give this a go on my in-game overlay. Nope, that is way too big. Although I could do ITBA 7. We'll do ITBA 7 to 4. Or we'll just, yeah, there you go. ITBA 7 to 4. So as you can see, top there, top right, ITB Academy is the best of 3. You have to win 2 of these maps. Unfortunately, we don't have the little dot tracker things. I haven't put them onto the overlay just yet. Sorry. So they won't be quite. You can watch. Look at the top left. You can see ITB Academy. They were able to get away with their map 7 to 4. I'm just going to set that to win. It's just a bit clearer. I think if it says ITB Academy win up there. So there you go. ITB Academy win. Now this was also ITB's map pick. A massive benefit to winning in IT. First map for ITB Academy is Chalet was not their map pick. They did not opt to go for Chalet. They instead actually opted to defend. They actually opted
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Cafe as their map of choice, which we saw earlier in today. They played versus FTNY on Chalet and they won it 7-4 with some really, really strong defenses. Now, their attacking half, on the other hand, it was 3-3. I wouldn't say it was bad. Not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was not excellent. Their defences on Cafe Dostoevsky were excellent. So when I'm going to be looking at this match, I'm going to be looking at Beşiktaş and be saying to them, right, you need to get good rounds. You need to get, if you're Beşiktaş, I think you need to be going for a 5-1 split here. ITB Academy's defences on Cafe, they were good. Cafe is a map that allows for a lot of defender rotation top downwards. So ITB Academy sort of play style of supporting one another. They play around each other quite a lot, as we saw at points in Cafe. So I think Cafe is going to be a very difficult one for Beşiktaş to crack. And of course, we're going to be looking towards it for ITB Academy to continue doing what they've been doing all day. And then, well, before we can get there, we need to get this first half out of the way. ITB Academy are going to be attacking Beşiktaş, going to be defending, opting to defend Kitchen for their first site. And we'll see how things can crack underway. They just seem to be doing the standard, making presence all over the place. Just getting it, footing in the map, getting in everywhere and seeing what can happen. You see here, they're making numbers all over the map. You can see there, Heavy, he's already in on the buck, going for a bit of a run around. And it's just doing absolute bits. Absolute bits for his team. Well, he's had a really, really good day so far, and it's been continuing through. It's curious to see whether we'll follow it straight into this match as well. Drone is making pressure on White now. VIP, bit of a tricky position to clear out. Definitely one of the power positions. And that's likely to be the next call of action for ITB Academy. They know they've got most of all the players off the top floor. So now your next goal is going to be trying to get these players out of VIP. In this case, it's going to be Gutter defender. He's got the DMR, the AR-1550. This thing is a high damage machine. It hits hard. It does a lot. Deals a lot of punishment. So it's definitely going to be a challenge to get about. You've got Fiza playing by Bar as well, try and support Gutter down there. So we'll see what happens, but you need to clear this VIP player out. The ITV Academy players, they're going to be working towards that. I believe that's Rorik. Yep, Rorik's down there on the white stairs, likely going to be playing, taking this gunfight. Work on the site continues to be done by ITV Academy. Beşiktaş, they're burning a lot of time here. Minute 15 off the ball. They are mostly, bar VIP, forced back to site now. An ITV Academy just working out their point of entry, but this VIP player needs to go. He needs to be ruled out. And the grenades, it's quite see whether it's able to get rid of the castle barricade or not. May have done. We will see in a second. Gutter still holding strong, and BGK, well, they're just chilling. They're quite happy to let ITV come to them. They've got a lot of crosses set up. They've got all players in really good positions, and well, not quite all players anymore. Rorik is able to take Fiza off the board, and that's going to prompt Gutter to have to get out there, have to try and make something happen. Of course, the reason why VIP is so powerful is you can watch this hatch drop. So the minute the players drop the hatch, you can try and shoot them, but unfortunately Huava's going to be winning this one out here. ITV Academy. Castle barricades haven't quite been able to deal with, but you don't need to get rid of the castle barricades when you can just shoot them all. Rorik gets another kill for himself. Heavy does drop. It's from Selenium reception, and well, that's him left now. 1 versus 4. His position's likely known to ITV Academy. It's a matter of time before there you go. Rorik closes it out, takes around ITV Academy. Beautiful start to Cafe. They've played it once already today. Now, of course, the one thing you will probably get with this is I don't know quite how much you will be seeing, of course, what maps teams have been playing today. Of course, you don't have time to VOD review teams you'll be going up against because you don't know who you'll be going up against. You know, you can obviously, as these qualifiers go on, you can watch the trend of these teams. Certain teams will be making top 8 on repeat, certain teams will be making top 16 on repeat. However, you can't quite guarantee which teams will always be there, and really doing prep for them all isn't time well spent. You're better off working on yourselves, I think, and you no doubt Beşiktaş and ITV Academy, they have fought off against each other before here. I'll actually go and have a look for that one right now. So when we look towards these two, they're likely not done prep for each other as well. It's a large bracket, 69 teams in the entire bracket, meaning you don't quite know who they've faced before. If we look towards the recent matches here for ITV Academy, we can look at opponent. We can look at BGK. So the last time these two teams played each other was actually May 8th of 2024. That was in Vibrant League Season 2. where Into the Breach Academy were able to get away with a 7-2 victory versus Beşiktaş. Of course, roster offers I think have slightly changed since that last match, and that was obviously quite a few months ago, on possibly the old patch. Yeah, that would have been in the old patch pre-Manchester. So things have changed slightly since then, but as it stands, well, I wouldn't say it's been as dominant as that 7-2 would have suggested, but ITB Academy certainly have been in the driver's seat for this game so far for most of it. So they're going for a bit of a run-up, not quite able to make success from it. Ryden burning, getting utility in, and well, Rorik, he gets dropped by Fiza. That was upstairs. And ITB Academy, they need to start playing. They need to play some more focus on this upstairs players now. Get rid of both of these players stood at the top. Cafe, bring them down and take them out. Of course, if we look over the few 700 odd games on here, ITB Academy have a 60% win rate. They have they played a lot of games lately. I'll put it that way. There's a lot of games on here, but they're certainly one of the contenders for these top slots. So are Beşiktaş, I would say. They obviously end up making it further than ITB Academy did last week. So I'd say both these teams are very strong contenders for these top 16. Because remember, once all qualifiers are said and done, it's all about who's top 16. It's all about who goes top 16 in these Swiss stages. Of course, you've gotten to this point. You've gotten points from today, regardless of what you do now. But obviously, the more you play, the more longer you survive in the tournament, the more points you get. That's exactly what both these teams are going to be fighting for. Fiza's a double kill for himself, drops heavy, and 1 minute 20 left. Does get dropped, and Kari gets one of his own, and we're 3-3. Make that 3-2. Bodov gets the kill, and you can just see there, Huava able to get the cameras for the defensive, which could be very useful there. And Huava, he knows, just narrowly over the head, and no, he's actually going to lose the gunfight to Salim there. Wonderful shot from him, and well, his position's going to be known. Nakari's going to try and take the gunfight with a long distance with the pistol. He's going to be able to win it, but Bodov swings in, gets the kill. Beşiktaş get themselves round number 2. And just like that, we're equal again. Just as the tales on Chalet told, we are equal. Of course, now the question is, really, who's going to take the lead? Beşiktaş are going to be going for that top floor cocktail defense. ITB Academy, well, the last time this site was played, they suffered very greatly from some spawn peaks. 2 of them dropped within 15 seconds of the round starting. It was a complete and utter disaster one of the previous times they played this today. So let's hope history doesn't quite repeat itself if you're an ITB Academy fan. Of course, if you're a Beşiktaş fan, you're going to say get the spawn peaks out, but I wouldn't say this operator lineup is particularly friendly to that. Of course, you do have the ACOG on the castle. And not the Echo. Instead, opting for the shotgun, the Supernova, which looks like has a giant marshmallow in it if we get a POV of it. The suppressor on the Supernova is just comically large, put it that way. So we'll see what happens for now. Of course, ITB Academy draining out, doing the standard, and Beşiktaş just
10 seconds left.
getting things ready to start the round and see what's going to be happening.
5 seconds
Time
left.
ticks away, more and more mute jammers being placed down. Bit of focus on Cigar, obviously this time, and Castle as well. Could be problematic considering there's not too many breaching operators on the side of ITB Academy, especially towards those late rounds. We saw it happen last time where rotations are very restricted, but that does apply both ways. So Beşiktaş will have to play cleverly around them to avoid locking themselves out of any objectives. That they don't mean to. Radley's going to get to work on terrace here, cautious of the run-outs, because we've seen before how deadly these can be. And this is another thing that will be happening in the next update as well, where you can run out currently and you've maybe got a second and a half to shoot the Claymore as you jump out one of those windows. Come next season, you will not have any opportunity. Claymores will explode instantly upon detection of another player, meaning you could take them out just like that. It's a lot harder to pull those successful run-outs. If you don't catch the Claymore before you run into it, you haven't got a chance, whereas apparently you can sort of get away from it. And it's Bodolf and Fiza both playing downstairs on this second floor, and I believe that's Heavy there in Fireplace. Knows where both the players are, but he gets caught in a bit of a cross angle. One each, Bodolf and Fiza. Roam successful, likely rotation. Back up the site now. You've done your job. You've got yourselves in a really good numbers advantage. ITBA are falling. Raiden just gets one from the Claymore, but it's a good trade. And Beşiktaş can continue to play this trade game because they're in the man advantage. Ikari narrows that advantage ever so slightly. 3 versus 2 currently, and well, ITB Academy, they're stuck downstairs. They need to find a way to work out a way to get upstairs. That's going to be the next. And look, Raden's playing this close angle here with the Supernova. Now this shotgun does tear. He's going to be getting aggressive. He's going to push it. And that's Gutter 1. He does get immediately traded back. Rather now. SMG 11. And he's just going to hack the camera if its phone's gone on its side. And nope, intending to do so. Salim going to close it out for Beşiktaş. And they get themselves the lead. Round 3 goes their way. And we're going to be seeing what happens next round and round 4. Most importantly, we're going to be seeing where they're going to be heading down to. Of course, we're going to be seeing where they'll be heading down. And this time it's going to be back to kitchen for Beşiktaş. Worked out well. Didn't work out so well for them last time. They held on to the time really well the last time they played this site. It got down to the wire, but then the last few seconds of players, it just wasn't quite enough to close it out the line. Exclamation, no, we don't have drops, unfortunately. I wish we had drops, but we don't have drops. There are no drops on this stream. I would like to clarify. And speaking of, let's have a look in the chat. So how do I watch this? This was 30 minutes ago now. I do feel bad for missing that. How do I watch this? In terms of watching Siege, it's years of playing it. I've been here since beta. I'm still not that great in it. Casting for like, this is like my 3rd time probably doing it in 5 versus 5 now. Getting there with it. I will say one thing I've noticed that it's significantly easier thanks to our wonderful observer today, Ifem Abbey. So please do go and give him some love. He's very kindly offered to provide the clean feed to us this game, meaning I can have my hands free and just try the other side of casting, because every other time I've casted so far I've been observing on the sticks as well. So it's nice to be able to not have to do that for a change. Of course, the observer's been doing a wonderful job showing us all the action. Rorik, good night in chat to Shoxall. Ouch. Shuts him out of the round really early on. That's the Warden gone. No Ying, so I don't think there's going to be massive losses from that, but you're still a man down within 30 seconds of the round starting. Really good start for ITB Academy, and as I said, their defences on this map are strong. They just want to get an equal half with this, I think. If they get a 3-3 half, they're going to be quite happy with that one. Even a 4-2, I think, would still be decent for them. Of course, we're still only on round 4, so still got a few rounds to play with in half. And well, Slim, he's playing closely in Visa. He's really trying to retake this VIP position, trying to push a bit closer to see if he can find the play. Does hear the drone, gets spotted out, and he's going to have to just tuck himself back in VIP, nice and snug, but it's still a strong position. And hell, there's a player of ITV Academy still all the way out on River Docks, running closer to the site building now, but it's not. But well, a minute off the board, and ITV Academy got themselves the opening pick. They're just getting themselves more map control. You can see there, you've got a few players creeping down the red stairs. By ITV Academy, there's Sakari down there, SMG 12 in hand, rather. As vertical work begins, Ram and Buck going to make very quick work on the top floor of this site. As you can barely hear yourself think over it. And suddenly, well, here goes an ITB Academy. Well, they're just watching off more angles. Akari, I don't think he's going to be going for anything. He's just merely watching the flank, making sure no one can get away with anything cheeky. Gutter as well. He's watching it. They've got this defense lock and keys, and it appears we're almost a bit of a stalemate here. ITBA, they're going to be looking for a bit of an opening here. Beşiktaş, they just got to hold on for 55 more seconds, and this round will be theirs. Of course, they can't play a trade game because of that earlier pick, but look, I don't know if they know about Fiza tucked in the corner near. No, I don't think they do. Logic Bomb there, maybe the saving grace, may give away his position. Tucked there. And what's this? Kit's going down an objective. Raiden's been able to get away with it. The Yokai drone is going to disable it, but not for long enough. Fiza's going to buy one. It's really a case of can ITBA hold on long enough to get this kit down. Really struggling with the Yokai drones here. Ryder's just going to be pushing through the fire and the flames, and well, he's able to get the diffuser down, and suddenly Beşiktaş are falling apart. 2 versus 4 upstairs. It is Gutter. He is able to get one, but he's got a lot of work to do if he wants to secure this round. It's Gutter and Salim both locked out of sight upstairs, and well, it's 2 versus 2 now. Man count has equalised, but time is on the side of ITB Academy. Beşiktaş have to push this. They have to be fast, as the Vulcan canisters are going to be getting ignited, getting sent off. Vertical damage done from above, but you can't be doing vertical damage. You need to be getting on that side now. Time is ticking away. Just over 10 seconds left now to get started on that diffuser work. One's going to drop, and well, it's just left 1 versus 2 for Salim. I don't think he's quite going to be able to have this one out here. No, he's not. Akari closes out. ITB Academy secured a round, and we are now all equalised yet again at 2 apiece. This is where we need to start to see Beşiktaş get stronger. These defences have been very, very strong from them there. You know, especially the first one and the third one where they won it, of course. They've really some really good defensive work from them there. And even there, it was close. It was down to the wire. Retake almost successful. Not quite, but almost there. Of course, ITB Academy, they know, I think, as I say, we'll harp on about the second half on coming. Their defensive half is really, really strong on Cafe. Really, really tough nuts to crack. So it's going to be up to Beşiktaş to really, I think, get these next 2 rounds. Because if they come out equalised, I think they're going to struggle a bit against ITB Academy's defences on Cafe. And well, it's been a good effort so far. It's been really good from both sides. I want to see more of this back and forth play. I want to see just these round for round for round blows. And I want to get myself an overtime. I've not had any overtime yet today or last week. Love to have some overtime by the time this qualifier ends. But of course, we'll have to wait and see for that one. Not going to be the case just yet. As well, all things are equal in the server, and we head ourselves into round 5, penultimate round of our first half, and our second map of our best of 3 here. Of course, you know, we do want to keep that reminder in place. This is the best of 3. You have to win 2 maps. ITB Academy have already won 1. They just need to win this. Beşiktaş, they need to win this map. And, of course, our decider, as you can see in the top right, which is going to be Skyscraper. So, we'll see how things pan out here going into the next round. As we've seen a bit of a funky little line-up here from ITB Academy. Glaz and the Blitz. Not a picture you see all too often. Or not too common picture, I say, but ITB Academy, they've been playing a lot of these sort of off rushes today, where they haven't been directly rushing in. They've, as I say, they've been waiting for their moment, they've been springing into action. And Rorik gets an open, and that might be all that needs is for the go signal for ITB Academy. There you are, taking a lot of damage, but Ryden is able to get inside. Rorik, he's doing bits upstairs, is finally dropped out, and the shield is dropped by Shocksoul, and it's 2 versus 3. Diffuser is able to go down for ITB Academy. Beşiktaş has left 1 versus 3, none versus 3. ITB Academy, round 5, get themselves an advantage. 2 rounds in a row now. Guaranteed an even half. Can Beşiktaş level it out, or are they going to be getting the advantage? I really need to find some keywords and get rid of them. We'll do that later. Honestly. But, as we're heading now. Round 6, final round of the half. Is this an opportunity for Beşiktaş to level it out, or is this going to be where ITB take it and get themselves a little bit further on ahead? Of course, wait for these lineups to come through, and it's very trap heavy. It's a bit trap heavy, a little bit. We've got Bodov on the cap can. I've not seen the cap can kill just yet. I think we've heard a trap or 2 go off today, but not quite able to confirm an elimination from it. On the flip side, ITB Academy, fairly standard 0. Something I've not seen them bring at all yet today. That's definitely new on the board. Rather sticks that one out. So, for the most part, fairly what we used to see it. Fairly what we used to see in this top floor for Cafe. No, of course, no mirror. Banned out by Beşiktaş themselves. You know, normally a staple of these top floor defences. And with his army gone off the board as well, I genuinely did think there'd be a bit more struggle. This top floor site is normally very commonly played with either a mirror, a Zami, or a bit of both. So obviously Salim's gone on the castle instead, decided to take a bit of a change of pace and opt for something slightly different. However, it's a case of that. It could definitely make defending this a bit more difficult. And of course, be curious to see whether that translates over into the other side, of course, when the half does flip in a few minutes. But before we can get to the half flip, we need to close out the half, see who's going to be getting away with the win. Of course, it's ITBA currently in the advantage. Right, cautious of any run-outs here. Doesn't have the claymores this time around, instead opting to bring the can openers, so may have a bit of a struggle. May have to keep an extra eye out for those as well. We've got Bodov playing downstairs, the rest of the players of Beşiktaş top floor. And it's just Bodov waiting now. His position is known, so he's gonna have players descending on him quite quickly. Cowenhive's gonna give away his position, and I think he's Cowenhive, no, not Right off, and here comes the flashbang. C4 is going to be ripped and tossed. I don't think it's going to quite be able to get anything. No, it's not. Members of Beşiktaş fall in. Bodolf and Gutter both fall. Separate points of map. Shock with us. Try for a bit of a retake down into Laundry, but not successful. Rorik gets it. And ITV Academy look poised to be able to get away from this half with a bit of a victory. Fiza, he's playing close angle on White Stairs with the shotgun. Not blinded out by that second one. Is able to capitalise from that. Rorik is dropped. But Rotero Drone's going to force him out of position. He's got a choice. Does he go for the run out? Or does he stay in the building? Surely he'd stay in the building at this point in the round, but truly, you can never quite guarantee it. He's thinking about it. He wants to go for this. He wants to try and get this player taken out, done and dusted. Then he's going to drop into Laundry. There's a player on his right, and he's not able to make it happen. Heavy gets himself a double for the round, and Salim just left. 1 versus 4. Just try and keep his team even on the scoreboard, even now. His position's going to be known. He's going to take a lot of damage there. He's able to drop Raiden, but from behind it's going to be Huava. Takes it. ITV Academy get themselves a 4-6 half. And well, we're edging ever so much closer to the ITV Academy win in this matchup. Of course, do keep in mind, this is the last matchup for today. We've been live for approximately 3.5 hours now. 3.5 hours of casting. My voice is fried, but more focus on the teams. Of course, 3.5 hours of these teams is quite a long time to be playing. So tomorrow, you get the pause, you get the reset. You get a pause and a reset for tomorrow, where instead of playing, so currently we're in what we would dub the phase of 16. There are 16 teams remaining in the tournament. Each phase there will be half of the teams removed. So currently, half of the team. So after this matchup, we will go from 16 teams to 8. Any team eliminated. So let's say Beşiktaş lose this map, they are eliminated from the tournament. And there's also 8 other games happening at this point. Then you move on to the round of 8, where there are 8 teams in the tournament, round of 4, and so on. More further you go, for more points you get. It's all best of 3s from here on out. So there'll be 3 best of 3s to be played tomorrow, if you get all the way, providing all the way to the final. Where last week we saw, I believe it was Go Next and Italians battle it out, and it was the Italians who got away, which, unsurprising to their name a little bit, would be it was mostly Italians on that. I think it was an all-Italian stack, that one. I can't remember who exactly was on it, but yeah, Italians won that one. Let's have a look-see here. I don't know if they're playing this week. They may have been playing under a different name. There are so many teams in these brackets, it can be quite difficult sometimes to sort of keep track of who's playing what. So have a quick look. Of course, there's plenty on the line here. Of course, if you're not familiar with this cup, you can win. If you progress all the way through, you beat some European League teams, you can go to the Major and do things like that against teams internationally. Guava gets a lovely little entry onto Shoxall there to kick off the round for ITV Academy. And well, another one falls from Beşiktaş. Right off, and this is what I was saying earlier on. When you start, this half was very, very difficult for. This was very, very difficult for. It's actually Mako Esports, not Italians. Mako Esports, yeah, which was mostly Italians all playing. I think they were formerly Italians, and they rebranded over the last week. But anyway, back into the game on hand. As I was saying, ITV Academy's defenses are very, very strong. On Cafe, we saw this earlier against FTNY, where they really sort of started to steamroll over when it came to the defensive side. So of course, when we came. So, of course, there was some concern in my mind for Beşiktaş as they move here onto their attacking side on Cafe, where they're going to have to go up against these defences. And so far, ITV Academy have lived up all they've been supposed to. Half the round is gone, but they're in a very big disadvantage. Here comes the blitz towards VIP, and is it going to be the shotgun, or is it going to be the shield that's going to win? I'm not quite sure yet. Salim is able to get one onto Hebi, and well, just falling back now. Beşiktaş made the push, weren't quite able to get much from it. Just as I say that, Salim gets himself a second, making his way down main stairs, and here comes the VIP player. He's actually blinded, but is able to somehow get away with the kill. It's a bit of a scrappy one there. It's 2 apiece currently as it stands, but VIP control is secured for Beşiktaş. 56 seconds left now on the clock. Rorik and Huava, a lot more HP, a lot better off for Wed than the members of Beşiktaş, where they're both, look at them, look at them, do a bit of quick maths, 52 HP between them. Either member of ITVA has more than that. So they're definitely going to struggle. 30 seconds now. Final logic bomb's going to be sent out. And just as it's sent out, so is Fiza sent out of the lobby. Salim left in 1 versus 2. He's already gotten 2 kills from this position, but he's going to have to make it 4. And well, First point of contact is going to be Huava, likely playing that long angle on the bakery. Now, of course, naturally, Slim's going to be concerned. One bullet from any of those guns on the enemy side, and he is going to be dropped out of this lobby. 15 seconds left on the clock. Not a lot of options here. He's just going to have to push into sight and try and make this happen here. It's ITB Academy. Look ready to take their 5th round.
5 seconds left.
And there we have it. Raid's able to close it out there. Slim not able to find anything, and well, ITB Academy, 5 rounds there, and it was a really strong defensive round from them there, and this is obviously the question. How do Beşiktaş fare? Of course, we will see a guaranteed one full site rotation. So we will see, of course, there's going to be one full site rotation. I'm just hearing that, of course, we're guaranteed that at least. It's going to be guaranteed at least 3 rounds of this second half. But if ITB Academy secured them all, we'll be over and done with very quickly. So let's get into this now. Round 11, ITB Academy going to be opting to defend Reading Dining. Bit of a change up to last. We saw them defend it last time, and this is where last time we saw around that pillar play. They played it a lot vertically, a lot of vertical support in one another, and this was a really strong site for them last time. So they look good going into this round. Over the side of Beşiktaş, well, we've got a fairly standard setup for Cafe Dostoevsky, of course. You've got Fiza, obviously knows there's going to be a Valkyrie on the other side, so they're going to be instead. Hello, I've unplugged my headset. Glad you guys can still hear me, but I have either unplugged my headset. Yeah, somehow bought my headset. Oops. There we go. The headset's back in. I can actually hear what's going on now. I can hear the game. How wonderful. Well, Beşiktaş, they're going to be looking to get this. They've lost 2 defensive attacking rounds in a row now. They're going to be wanting to try and get some more. No, just the one on the roll. My bad. Just the one on the roll now. But then their defensive half from the last time didn't look so... Their attacking half was definitely... Reading was struggling, I believe it was 4-2 in favour of ITB. So they were able to get 2 of the attacking rounds last time. So they're going to be looking for a bit more than that this time. They've got no choice but to get more than that. They're going to need to get 4 of them if they wish... If they wish to bring us further, if they get 4 of them, right... Get 4 of them, we're guaranteed overtime. They can get the 5. Well, they win this and we're on to the next map. But it's a bit of a trade to start things off with. Rory gets on the shock sword, immediately traded back, and well, Fiza is able to drop. He's able to drop Parva, but it's a run out from Makari. 3 apiece currently, a minute in. A lot of early engagements this time round in this round, and another one caught there. Ryden drops Fiza, and ITB Academy have find themselves in the advantage, made ever so stronger by Heavy. And it's just going to be Gutter left now. 1 versus 3. What can he do? Minute 40 left on the clock. Plenty of time. Vertical. 2 of the members of ITB Academy are weak. I'm not saying it's impossible, but a C4 will certainly make it. So, beautiful underneath from Makari. Either just off from footsteps or raw intel. Just like that. Shuts the round out. And ITB Academy, they move themselves onto match and series point. This is... So, now, at which point you're going to have to... For Beşiktaş, you're going to have to win 4 rounds consecutively to bring us into overtime and then win more. ITB Academy looking poised to go on further in this tournament here for this week. They're looking poised to get on a bit further as they rotate back up to the top floor. And we always see where with ITB Academy, something we've seen quite a bit, they like to have a bit of fun with it. When they hit match point and they've got a few rounds to play with, they've been found a few times to have a fun. Well, we're seeing a French duo, MP5s, no doubt with ACOGs on the pair of them. Raiden and Huava having great games themselves, currently going 6-4, both of them. But you also want to look towards Akari. He's going 10-3, really going out this game. On the side of Beşiktaş, it's Salim doing really good numbers so far, but every other member of Beşiktaş is currently negative. Fees is the closest. So, we will of course see how things just pan out. In this round here as ITB Academy make for a top 4 defense. This is their tertiary bomb side, mind you, so on paper this is the weakest side. We will of course have to wait and see whether that's going to be the case or not. Final round now. Final round out, it's the first quarter of the last half here. And the ITB Academy, well, they've got match points. They've got 4 of them. They've got plenty of them to play with. They've got a good amount of time. They can certainly make this happen. Of course, it's just going to be a case of Will it? Bodolf takes a bit of damage early on. I believe that was team damage from the impact launcher on Zofia there, which probably is not the best start to a round you're going to want if you're Beşiktaş. And Heavy, he's ready, primed here to make a run out. He's sitting here on the white stairs, just ready to go and make a run out. Will he be able to do it? We'll have to wait and see. Gutter just catches Heavy there. Lovely little vertical angle, I suppose, there. Hops up on the air conditioning unit, takes Heavy's head clean off. And Beşiktaş, they're going to get themselves numbers advantage for this round. ITB Academy, well, they're now man down. As well, Beşiktaş swing in. Ikari, he's able to get Gutter. Drops him down. Riding it. He's going to try and go for a stim on his teammate here. He is able to get it and caught in a bit of a crossfire between the pair of them. Huava gets one. Ikari a double for the round, continuing his reign of dominance over Cafe so far. And well, Beşiktaş left 2 versus 4. They've got no choice but to make something happen here. They've got to try and get this, because if you lose this, you are out. Well, it's a tight angle there from Ikari. A triple kill for the round. Salim is forced to drop straight into the gun of Auroric, and GG's come out in chat. ITB Academy are able to get themselves away with the victory. A clean 2-0 from them. A bit of a close first map, but then second map 7-2 dominance over on Cafe. ITB Academy, well, they're going to be moving on to the next phase, the round of 16, to see exactly what can happen there. So that will be it for our games, of course, today. So let's head on to the desk. Well, there we had it, folks. That was quite a great game. Obviously, I want to massively give a massive thanks to FM Abbey for observing that last best of 3. Really appreciate him being able to do that, of course. So I'm going to pop the observer command in chat previously. A bit behind. I'm obviously aware the stream is 4 minutes behind. I need to really get used to doing that. But, of course, it will be... He's done a phenomenal job of observing that game. Really appreciate it. Being able to sit here for a change and just have my hands free, be able to talk over the game. It's been an absolute pleasure casting this cup. Thank you very much to Blast and all of the teams. Everyone who's organised this today, very greatly appreciated. It's amazing to cast it, as always. Great to cast these teams, and well, thank you all very much for watching. And the teams of ITB Academy will continue tomorrow, so I'm just going to have a look at the bracket now. Give me 3 seconds, but what we'll do is we'll put up the bracket and we'll have a quick look, see at what's going on here. We just give me 2 seconds to pull it up. BR6 EU. I'm looking at the tournament from like a season ago. Right, so here we go. We'll have a look at today's bracket. So if I pull this one up, close my tabs out. Let's see here. Right, teams bracket. There you go. We'll close that for now. And so, hold on, if I swap over here quickly, you can see here now. So this is our bracket. This is what it looks like. You can see here. So Mako, this was last week's victorious team of Italians. They survived the round of 32, and they're currently in a best of 3 against the other Bon.Voyage, as I later found that that's going to be these players here, playing from the other Bon.Voyage. They're going to be playing on today, and they will likely be going up against Marco. Marco will likely be going up against ITB Academy tomorrow, provided obviously the teams do win through. Obviously, these results are slightly later. On the other side of the bracket, we have M&M Academy and Diavoli as versus Soon and Omen A. Those matches obviously currently underway. Can't really see the progress of them. Don't know if there's casters. Other side of the bracket, Go Next, Secret Powder. Go Next is currently an advantage. Team Project X. That is going to be a game to watch right there. If there's a game for that tomorrow, I would recommend watching that. Go Next. I've heard a lot about them today. Project X also. They were quite talked about during the combine. And then right for our last set of teams in the bracket, we've got Wild Academy and Team Moko. Now, thank you very much, FM Abbey, for the raid. Of course, this will be raid. I will go and send them out somewhere with a lot of love. Unfortunately, I will be closed out. Just having a quick look at the bracket before the game's closed. Obviously, slight delay as well, so you won't get that for a while. And then, yeah, we'll see how the bracket pans out here. Obviously, we can see where the teams are going to be going up against each other. So overall, we're on for a good Saturday. I personally won't be casting tomorrow. Not sure we've got a list of who will be casting tomorrow. My advice would be is you hop in the Blast competitive R6 server, because they always put the community casts in there. They always put the community cast in there to join that server. I can't remember what the invite link exactly is off the top of my head. I believe it's just Blast R6. I'm 95% sure the invite is just Blast R6. I'm just going to have a quick look-see for it now. But either way, you can get in the bracket really simply, really easy. It's probably actually on here. So you can go to the overview page. If you do ! bracket in chat, it will take you to this page. You can join here, BlastR6 Qualifier Discord. It's just invite, or you can just go into Discord, type BlastR6, all capitals, all one word, and you can get straight into it. You can get into next week's competition. Next Saturday will be the final competition, final open qualifier, at which point the top 16 teams will be making it into the Swiss phase, which obviously will not have been seeded yet because we've still got tournaments to be played. That will be the Swiss stage here, top 16, make their way in. And you can see everything else. We'll see what happens. We'll see who matches. I believe these are all best of ones. I'm not entirely sure, if I'm being honest. So we'll see when that comes to that. But of course, that is going to be doing it for me for the second qualifier. Of course, do keep in mind there is one more qualifier. There's one more qualifier.